Okay, we're good. Wendy, hey, been a little while. How you been doing? Hello, Madness. Hello, Eric. Hello, Wednesday. Snoypaws? What's a snoypaws? Hello to you, too. Wow, we got a lot of stuff to go over today, don't we? Hey, Samurai. Hello, Nikki. Ooh. We'll wait for some people to come on in. Then we'll, we got a lot to go over today. We might even have a special guest in here today. I don't know if we will or won't. If not, it's all good. I'm not worried. Ooh, why is that blasting my eardrums? That down from my headphones. How y'all doing? Hello, Ninja. Ironic that you came in right after Samurai there. There a coup happening? Something going on here? What's the takeaway, yo? You made me finish that one out. How you doing? Hello, Texas Motherbird. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Angie. This is very live, Snoypaws. Very, very live. As live as it possibly can be. I didn't do any premieres today because I just wanted the videos out there quick. And I was so busy with the kiddos. They're doing a lot of stuff now. And it's, man, between work, watching the kids, and also doing this channel, and then doing all their events. Man, is it ever something. Play me some Lordy. Hey, wait, who's Lordy? I'll find some Lordy. What is Lordy? Oh, why did I open a new tab? I can just shift click premium. And it brings up a new tab. Pedal zone pedal, that's a preamp. Oh, yeah. No, that's good. We all found that out a long time ago. Let's see here. Oh, Brittany Vinny's gonna go live with this whole quartering thing right there. Look at that. Look at this, man, actually did a crazy job on the thumbnail. Like, you know, look at that. That's crazy. Now, while I agree with the quartering more on this issue than the other side for the most part, I understand the other side's argument, and it's not a bad argument, okay? By any means, the other side of the Jeremy argument is not a terrible argument by any means. So, you know, there's definitely that. It's a tough position to be in, you know? I have a slightly less leniency whenever, you know, someone's doxing your personal information, and then they get mad whenever somebody does something rotten back to them, you know what I mean? So I found it to be very funny. Also, yeah, very, very much thank you for that 5 there, Wednesday. But yeah, well, who's Lord? Okay, so what's Lordy? You don't know Lordy? Oh, we're gonna find out. Now, I thought it was just Lord. Lordy the Rock. Oh, hold on. I know who Lordy is. Okay. Let me, I'm gonna mute the desktop audio so nothing comes through, but I'll probably just turn this off real quick. I'll listen to it real quick and get a feel for it. I don't hear anything coming through the guitar. What the heck? Oh, pretty cool. Yeah. That's the key it's in, I think, for Lordy Hard Rock Hallelujah. Let me see if I can pull that up again here. Hold on. It won't crank it up for you guys. That's what's cool about this Axe FX. I love it. I like it. Something like that. Okay, yeah, I like it. It's just those, that basic chord there. Yeah, no, it's a fun one. I do like that. I'll go ahead and I'll turn on the screen. I won't play any more of the video, but yeah. Oh, very, very fun. Okay, I need to add Lordy to, my stuff. Only Jeremy is claiming his family was doxxed. Is there proof? Well, so here's the thing, right? Anything really involving, and maybe there's no proof, right? We could even go with that angle, but I'll do that after this. He definitely dug up his friend. Everything about his friend and went down rabbit holes and put a bunch of stuff out there that wasn't, like, public. You know what I'm saying? So that's still in a form doxing. Some of his info was public. There's a lot of info out there that apparently was not public. You know what I mean? Like, definitely the places he goes, the places he works, the things he does in his spare time. All that information, I'm sure he didn't necessarily want out there to millions of people. Now, think of it this way, right? He's got a Facebook. Let's say you post stuff onto your Facebook, okay? And you're just regular Joe. Out of nowhere, with my 2 million, or not really 2 million, I guess they don't have that many. How much does Andy Warski have on? I imagine they have like a couple 100,000 on Kick or so. Wait, Kick, Keno, Casino number. Maybe they don't quite have that much. I don't know how much they have. I searched Keno Casino several times on Kick. Couldn't find it. Type it into Google, and it pulls it up right here. What is wrong with these alternative websites where that happens? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But now they're easy to find. Okay, they only have 31,000 on here. They had 60,000 on YouTube. How did they get more on YouTube when they never stream to YouTube? They only stream here and upload clips. That's a little weird, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, YouTube's a weird place anyway. Maybe there's a lot more people that remember Andy Warski on YouTube still than there is on Kick. How about D Live though? Because aren't they still on D Live? Keno Casino. Maybe not D Live. Okay, cool. That's great. I still can't find them. Fandom. How much do they have on X? Well, Warski has 49,000 viewers. Man, that's crazy. That guy is, you guys would not, if you guys didn't know Andy Warski before any of this stuff, you would have never guessed that this was like one of the most popular YouTubers back in like 2017. Like, it's crazy. He was like top dude. You know, finish band? Oh, what finish band? Smash into Pieces? Oh, really? Okay. Venti doesn't like when people use non-approved jokes against her. She copes and seethes. Does she really? Huh. I've always been a fan of Brittany. I like her stuff. You know? I think Brittany Venti's a pretty good person. I don't know. I ended up messaging her on Instagram. Doubt she has any idea. But she like posted all that Jeremy stuff. And I was like, hey, is there actual proof that this is kind of like legit though, right? Let me get back to that argument. My bad. I got off that argument. Anyway, we're going on with the evidence, okay? So, you know, imagine, like, I just out of nowhere decide to bring up a dude who's related to another dude in some other way. Some dude's beefing with me. Like, I'm beefing with the quartering. I have, like, 60,000 plus subscribers in general. And out of nowhere, and, you know, here's the thing. Warski knows how to get way higher views than what his subscriber count is. He knows how to do it. He's been in the YouTube game for way longer than I have. By a lot. He's been in there just as long as the quartering, if not maybe longer. I don't know. Around the same time or so. These are some older streamers now. And he knows how to do this. But imagine if he brings all this attention to a guy who genuinely has no stake, no voice, no say in anything. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, that is absolute garbage to do to somebody. That sucks. I'm sure Jeremy's friend didn't want to be a part of it. Now, Jeremy's wife is literally the laughing stock of the internet, too. Imagine how she feels about that. Again, she has no voice online. I don't agree with that ever. Like, a good example, too. Eric Swalwell just had his whole incident happen. I don't want to put his wife on blast or anything like that, or even really mention her. You see what I'm saying? It's messed up. She does not have a say. You know, now if she's in politics and has kind of a public forum to a degree, okay, well then I'll take that back. I don't know if his wife actually is into politics or not. But as far as I know, she's off limits because she's not online. Like, that's just crazy to do to someone. You know what I'm saying? So there's that aspect of it. There was some doxing going on. The fact that a popular YouTuber at all would start trying to dig into people who are not on YouTube, that are related to a YouTuber, just to get back at that YouTuber, that's not okay. It's not okay. That's not an okay thing to do. That's very off limits. They know that. They would hate it if we did it to them. If we started doxing Andy Warski's family and friends, he would be very upset by it. Absolutely, not okay. But, well, here's the thing, right? Like I said, I know doxing seems like it's being used a little bit loose here. But Jeremy's friend has no public, presence. You know what I mean? Jeremy has a history of trying to take down channels. Well, so does Andy Warski. What do you mean? Oh, you might not know that, actually. I'll pull up, an old thing, but Andy Warski's done this multiple times. In fact, Ian Miles Chong has also tried to do this to Andy as well. Wait, why is this post unavailable now? Wait, what the heck? Did I get blocked by this guy or something? I was going to say, who is he? No, I didn't. Why is it not showing up when I do that? Weird, oh well. Let me find, here you go. Oh, oops.
Gino. Yes. Did you flag down Say No to Gino?
So Say No to Gina, she was flagged down by Andy Warski as well. They have a history of this stuff, you know what I mean? It's not good. Andy Warski has tried to take people down in the past a long time ago, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things to where it's like, I'm not going to defend the quartering doing this, but I think this is my point that I'm trying to get across to everybody. The fact that Kino Casino has a problem with what Jeremy did is unbelievably hypocritical. That's my point. I'm not going to excuse Jeremy if he did it. Now, here's the thing. Jeremy has shown proof that he has not done it. Right here, Now, as far as I'm concerned, this is hard proof. If Andy Warski has something to show otherwise, then we'll see. I'm not going to just sit here and say the quartering's 100% correct right now. I don't know. But, wait, did people know who Erica Kirk was before Charlie Kirk's death and how she got tied with Pastor Guy Greg or something? I don't remember his name. She got to with... I don't know what you're talking about, Melvin, but don't come in here swinging like that, dude. I don't want to have to ban you. Charlie Kirk was a big little... And dude, what are you doing? Did your account get hacked or something? Oh, she was teenage Epstein happened. Okay, I'm going to warn you one more time, man. Stop with the ad homs, dude. Want some, a teenage... Okay. What does that mean? Quartering said he could go through other channels. Yeah, I mean, he did say that, yes. But again, one way or the other. Well, he said that, but I don't think you could just do that. I don't think you could just literally call someone at YouTube and be like, hey, delete this channel and then do it. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, is car thing with Erica. The car thing is Steven Crowder and his wife thing. Melvin's been a part of this channel since I probably had 1,000 subscribers or so. But you're not even speaking English, man. I'm really confused. Did your account get hacked? Is that what's going on? I don't even know how I remember 90% of you guys. It's actually crazy. I'll see someone come in and be like, oh yeah, I know you, I know you, I know you, I know you. And it's like, what the actual crap? I should not be memorizing that many people's names. Yeah, so I quit the quartering and Jeremy Hamblin. I mean, I understand. I'm glad I could be an alternative. You know what I mean? If anything. Just know I do like the quartering. He's always been nice to me. I like his takes. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Stream's not quite derailed. We're on the subject of Jeremy and all, and it's part of the stream. You know what I mean? We're gonna get to the Candace stuff really first, but I am kind of giving a prerequisite, not a prerequisite, that's a silly thing to say. Think of it as a prequel, not a prequel either, a preview. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, what's wrong with me today? Let's see, I have no idea, man, if, Could be drunk. I mean, maybe that's the case. I have no idea. You know. But it's just, we don't have to get nasty in here, you know? We don't have to ad hom at each other. It's really easy. Like, you know, anytime I debate people in here, I'm not gonna be ad homing, all that good stuff. You know, it's just, it's never productive. It's never a productive thing. So, you know, just a big old waste of time. I'm trying to get very much away from it as much as possible. You know, I mean, I don't want to catch myself doing it on X anymore either. I'm kind of just like, every time I hit that send button after I like send a bit of an insult, I'm like, you know, I don't know if that was the right thing to do. You know, I end up regretting it. Let's see, Jeremy have harassment magic player and get sponsored by what? I don't know what you're talking about, Melvin. Let's see Jeremy have harassment magic player and got sponsored by bad guy from World War II. Yes, really? What? I don't know. It's really weird. Okay. I have no idea what that means, man. Andy Warski was way longer than the quartering. I don't know about that. He started off with, well, he didn't start off with Unsleeved Media. I found Jeremy first with Unsleeved Media back in like 2013, I want to say, or 2014. And then I know Jeremy Hambley had 2 other channels before that as well that I didn't watch. He had an RC channel before that, and then he had a Claw Machine channel. So, and both of them were ridiculously popular at the time, too. So, I mean, he's been around the block for a while. It's been like 16 years of content creation, I want to say, probably, of him. Andy Warski, it's right around the same. It's like 15, 16 years, I think. Wait, how are y'all seeing? Wait, I'm not seeing the same. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm so sick of this already. Are you? You're sick of this? Let's find out. I'm curious. I want to see how sick of it you are. Let's see. You've joined this YouTube realm 5 months ago. And, you've only ever made 3 comments on my channel in your entire history. And they were all in this live stream. Can you explain that for me real quick? Let's see Happy here. Happy Kindness. I'm just saying, can we get a new topic already? You have never commented on my channel before this moment. You realize that, right? How long have you been subscribed for? Be real. Because your account is only 5 months old. Everybody can click on Happy Kindness right now and find out that he started this 5 months ago. So, I'd like to know. Can you tell me, buddy? Then why are you here? I blocked your main channel. And then you came back with a different channel to tell me to change the topic? Man, I must be good at this. Holy crap. That's amazing. All right. Well, thank you, man. I'm glad I'm so good at this that you came back for more. That's very funny. Under Junior Coltrane. Wait. That name seems familiar. I don't think I blocked that account. Like, get to it. Oh. Huh. Wow, I cannot go to it under community at all anymore. Nope. Okay. Well, YouTube has completely changed everything since the last time I've done this. I'll have to find out later. Okay. Anyway, well, let's see. What was it? Trying to support your channel with views, a good guy like that. Well, you know, I can at least appreciate that. But, I mean, shoot, dude. Like, I wonder, do you think that, oh, I blocked you and bullied you? Really? You think I did that? That's absolutely not true. But why did Warski flag a video? Oh, I have no freaking clue. I have no idea why he's flagging videos and stuff. He did it, what did he flag in the past? Hold on. I'm gonna find out, real quick. I know he's done more than just one video, too. Or one, not video, one channel. Let's see. I think, what all did he try to get? But, we'll see here. I'll let, Grok cook up. But anyway, let's see. It might matter. I think he just didn't like her. But we'll see what happens. Let's see. Okay. Melvin. Gonna give you a 30-minute timeout, man. I've asked you to stop doing that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Duh. I'm a moron. Andy Warski literally flagged COG many, many times. Multiple times he's flagged COG and had many videos taken down. So you all know COG City. He regularly keeps track of, like, the Andy Warski stuff. Also, I did want to ask, you know, if people are getting tired of me talking about Candace Owens, are you tired of anybody in here that's telling me that? Are you tired of Candace Owens covering this whole, like, Charlie Kirk stuff going on here? Because if you say no, you're a hypocrite. Just letting you know. Might want to think about that. Now, and he also said, say no to Gino's channel. Yeah. And he was flagged by Andy Warski for a video laughing at him. Literally. So, I do remember this 1,000,000%. Anybody can figure that out. Cog City, though. This dude gets flagged by... Oh, why am I not following you? What the heck? I followed you this morning. X sucks. But Cog, he's been doing this for a long time. I think I know who Cog is because I've been following Cog's YouTube channel. I'm not even kidding. For like, I want to say probably like 6 years, 5 years. We'll go to Cog here. See, I'm subscribed to him. Like, I don't even have to look for him. I'll be able to. What? He should be right here. Where did he go? Oh, maybe he got deleted. Cog. The heck? Did he get deleted? Cog's World, yeah. I am subscribed. What? Am I blind? Am I crazy? Is this a 0? Is that a 0, maybe? I'm not going completely insane, am I? No, because it'd be before there. Or maybe it's at the bottom. No? What? Guys, am I blind? Am I missing something? This is my subscriber list. And it says I'm subscribed. Dude, what is going on? That's crazy. Wow. So YouTube can actually do that. Oh, wow, that sucks. That's the only way I know how to get to my subscriber list, too. Like, you click... Oh, wait, no, you can click this, right? No, and then it takes you to videos. Yeah, this is the only way to get the subscriber list. So if I don't see Cog here... guys, am I being an idiot? Am I missing this? Oh, is Cog up at the top? Oh, he's up here. Well, what the heck? Why is he up here? I am very confused as to what's even going on. I am very, very confused. Okay. Anyway, I've been subscribed to this guy. Can it just show me how long I've been subscribed for? Wouldn't that be cool if it, like, you could actually see that? Let's see. I don't know. Is there any videos that it shows that I've watched? At least if I can get a... I've seen a lot of these videos. Wait, only 2 years ago. What? It goes live normally. I've been subscribed to Cog for a very long time. I think I used to talk to him or something, maybe. I don't know. No, only 2 years ago. Did he delete everything? Holy crap, I just glitched out, didn't I? Did I... Not I. Did he delete a bunch of videos? Weird. I don't know. I remember I've been talking to him for a long time. Or not talking to him. I've been subscribed for a long time, but I'm pretty sure I used to talk to the guy. Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, Cog's World. He exposed Andy Warski quite a bit back in the day. And in modern day, he does focus on the old YouTube stuff, which is why I subscribe to him, I think. You're taking the piss out of him because he didn't get the obvious joke. I don't know. I don't know if he's like... I don't know if he's a bitter person or not. I have no idea, actually. Maybe I'll reach out to him sometime. But yeah, and that's kind of crazy, right? Let's see here. Sorry, what was, I am getting everywhere, aren't I? I'm a little bit everywhere today. YouTube's been weird. Yeah, Cog's on the top right. Oh, okay. I must have missed it. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things where Andy Warski's getting a taste of his own medicine. And maybe he's a changed guy, right? But I don't know. But he's getting a taste of his own medicine and doesn't like it. And that's what's ironic to me. And I don't think people realize that. You know what I mean? It's like Andy Warski goes out and does all these things. Now, there is an argument to be made that it doesn't matter if he's wrong or not, or that he's bad or something like that. We shouldn't be going down to his level, right? I mean, that's an argument to be had. That's fair. I'm just saying I find it ironic the way that they are, crying about this, that their channel got deleted and stuff, when they do the same crap, or have done the same crap. It's frustrating to kind of see. I'm like, what are you all crying about? This is your game, and you lost. And now Jeremy's the one taking all the flack for it, and it's like, I don't have much sympathy for that. Maybe they shouldn't be flagging people's channels. Maybe they shouldn't be trying to dig up information on people who aren't on YouTube and aren't on social media in general. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those situations, that I really, I can't give much sympathy, I just can't. If it was somebody else, if Jeremy was being mean to people who weren't like this, I would absolutely be like, dude, you need to back off this one. But the fact that it's after, Andy Warski and PPP and what they're doing to him, which I had tremendous respect for Andy Warski up until literally a couple months ago. And I didn't realize that he just literally attacked other YouTubers to try and literally get clout and whatnot. Now they tried to do it in a funny way. I like the comedy to a degree. Their comedy hits a little different. It's very, how would I put it? What is the movie I'm thinking of? It's very, Keanu Reeves movie. Oh my gosh. Not Dude, Where's My Car? But you know what I'm talking about. What was it? What? I think you all know what it is. By the time I even find this, you guys will be saying chat. Why do I keep wanting to say, Dude, Where's My Car? That's Ashton Kutcher. Let's see. Let's see. Was I wow. Am I losing my mind over this? It will not pop up. Wait, it was a late 80s film, right? Oh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. There we go. I thought it was a 90s film. It's 1989. Barely off by a year. But to me, it's still a 90s film. Anyway, yeah. So, dude, where's my dog, right? Yeah, no, my bad. So, yeah, it's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That's what their comedy kind of tries to be a bit, and I don't know, I'm not into that level of comedy, you know what I mean? Like, for the most part. I like the movie because it's a movie, but that comedy doesn't translate to real life at all. You know what I mean? So, I get it. I'm not trying to hate on Andy Warski because there's a lot of people who love that comedy. You know what I mean? Totally fine. Totally cool. Then that movie's made in the 80s. If it came out in 1990, well, yeah, I mean, I guess made, but it's still like a 90s film. You know what I mean? Like, it was definitely like things were transitioning into the 90s very much so. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it. It's an 80s film. It was made in the 80s, but still, you know, everybody from the 90s got a fill of that. You know, everyone in the 90s grew up on that movie. You know, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The Phone Booth and George Carlin. Yeah, yeah. Dude, you know George Carlin literally starred in here, I'm gonna put this down. George Carlin literally starred in a good old-fashioned show called Shining Time Station, where he was the conductor. Now, can anybody in this chat tell me what Shining Time Station is? Or Shining Time? Something like that. Oh, he's a boy. Yes, I gotta get video started, boy. Oh, yeah. Stinker. Why do I have, like, multiple windows outside of one window? Do I have, okay. We got the Andy Warski stuff. Okay, I'll pop out of that. We're gonna finish up the Jelly Roll saga, and then we're gonna start a new Candace Owens video. What do you want? Oh, give me your ball. Where's it at? Just gonna destroy my green screen. No. We can't get up there with the key. What do you want? Go ahead, go get your ball. No, you go get your ball. Jeez, silly dog. Alrighty. Anyway, same guy that said 7 words can't say on TV is telling stories about talking trains. Oh yeah. Exactly. So there you go. Shining Time Station. It was okay. I'm gonna see now that I looked. Comedy Club. Let's see. Tom. Yep, there you go. Sydney Lou knows what's going on there. Thomas the Tank Engine. It was the first version of it. It's called Shining Time Station back then, and George Carlin was the conductor. Yeah. It was very funny. I bet he didn't have the urge to say a single F word that time. That's very funny, though, because he was like, no free, no censorship on speech. And then he does a kid's show, and it's just like, wow. I'm really surprised. So, yeah, that was a wild situation. Very cool, though, back in the day. That was before Thomas the Tank Engine could talk. He never talked or anything like that. They just gave facial expressions. It was horrifying. It was great artwork. Alrighty, guys. Are y'all ready to finish up this second part to whatever the crap this is called? What is this called? The Jelly Roll Files? The Jelly Rolls. We should just call it that. Okay, Jelly Roll Files. Oh, it is the Jelly Roll Files. I'll just straight up. All right, well, she could have called it the Jelly Rolls. That would have been better. Let's see. Making my dog my co-host. Yeah, he's definitely pretty much already is. Yeah. Yeah, it seems so. Progressives really are, aren't they? Well, see, that's the thing, Duke. I have no idea. You know what I mean? Like, there's just no evidence for it. He claims he's not. So, I mean, I have no reason to distrust him. The fact that he's friends with somebody who goes around and does that does not mean anything, because I have several friends who are very much single who go out and do things all on their own. I choose to be friends with them. I don't talk to them about that stuff ever because I don't care. I've never cared. As a matter of fact, most of the time I never even knew my friends' like girlfriends. A lot of the time. There was like one friend I had that brought a girlfriend over regularly. You know what I mean? And that was it. Every one of us in our friend group just back in the day kept it separate. You know what I mean? We just never, ever, like, talked about it. We didn't make it anybody's problem, per se. I don't know. We just didn't talk about that stuff for some reason. It's weird to me. So whenever I look at this situation and I'm like, who cares that Jeremy's friend goes around and is a bull to whoever? You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. It's weird. I never would have ever asked my friend about any of that stuff that he's doing. Just putting it out there. You know what I mean? I always thought that Jelly Roll was a Christian. He claimed to be. Oh, yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's a good front. It's a good grift. Claim to be a Christian, steal all the money, actually run gang activity. I mean, that's a good grift. I don't know that that's what he's doing. So far, it's not definitive. But, you know, there's probably evidence that, you know, I'm only halfway through this video. So let's go ahead and start watching, guys.
Jelly Roll allegedly told Folds of Honor that I am a liar, toxic, filed fake rape charges to get clout and promote my album. I don't have an album. I haven't had an album. I've never had an album.
She's trying to promote her album right now.
I'm not going to get into every single detail of the next 5 years.
Okay, well, if that's actually the case, I didn't know this. That's probably why a lot of people were like, dude, look at the video where he's yelling at her about the album. And I'm like, and? I'm like, maybe she was trying to promote her album. I didn't know she didn't have an album. Like, I thought this was literally like a country artist or something. Or I thought she did rock and roll. Does she not make albums? Does Nicole Arbor not have an album? Does Nicole have an album? She releases singles and EPs rather than a full-length studio album. Okay, well, if that's the case, I can understand why he would call it an album. What's he going to do? Just say EP? Or she's trying to get her single? I don't know. I can understand to a degree, I guess. Yeah, that's interesting. Hello, Billy. Oh, no. Don't put your paw on the key. I'm going to... you know what? Just going to turn that keyboard off. That way, if you do slam it... All right. Oh, I know, buddy. I know. What? There, get your ball or something. Wait, what are you trying to tell me? Hold on one second, guys. I'll play this video in a second here. Oh. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Now we'll get back into this. But yeah, she doesn't have I don't know. I could see why he would call like an EP or a single, like just an album out of habit. But no, I mean, it is weird. It is a good point for her to make. Yeah, like that is I don't know. It's interesting. We'll keep on.
But there was no like, we won't kill you if it was, we're going to kill you. I'm going to shoot you in the face. And if I see you, you better run. I haven't attended a single event that I thought Jelly Roll might be at since then. I was invited to the Super Bowl, NASCAR, big event in Nashville last year with Dolly Parton, which I would have loved to do. I was invited to raise money at this big like charity event in Nashville that helps support cancer research and families going through cancer. My dad beat cancer again last year. I couldn't go because Jelly Roll was going to be there. Award shows I'm invited to, I don't go. I don't want him to know where I am. I was booked at another Folds of Honor event coming up. Jelly Roll allegedly, and this is alleged by Folds of Honor, called them and said they better uninvite me or he's going to throw a fit. And by now they know what throw a fit means. So I was uninvited from that Folds of Honor event.
She should definitely show proof of that Folds of Honor event. I'll be 1,000,000% on her side if that's the case. Easily. Said and done. Just please post the Folds of Honor stuff, please. Like, that would have me, bam, right there. Like, I'd be like, yeah, no, he really is doing this, you know?
Jelly Roll would cause a giant scene. I would take so long going through all of this. I'm just going to start reading through some of the things that happened to me after this. He told everybody that would listen that me and him have beef and not to have me on their shows because, you know, if you're cool with Jelly Roll, you got to listen to what he says. And apparently tells people that I filed fake rape charges against his friend and a judge threw them out, so they have to get me out of the industry. I'm trying to extort guys for money. Again, keeping in mind, none of that happened. All fake. So his wife went on a very visible public smear campaign, and behind the scenes, he apparently called podcasters, recording studios, music producers, anybody that he could to tell them not to work with me. So now I'm getting canceled from all the shows that I was booked for coming up. A big event that I was supposed to be the host of that was going right across America is starting to get complaints from people's bookers being like, oh, that's the girl that filed fake rape charges. We don't want our artists near her. Apparently, I didn't talk to these people. And then eventually I was dropped as the host of this big tour because I was a diva for needing to have security guards, only to find out that the woman organizing it was friends with the guys who were stalking me. They're like, no, the venue doesn't allow armed security. In Texas. In Texas.
Yeah, Texas. Alrighty. Hey, Grit Snitch, we'll see you here in like 30 minutes or so. What was it about Texas, though? What'd she say? Hold on.
Who were stalking me. They're like, no, the venue doesn't allow armed security. In Texas. In Texas.
So, I mean, private businesses all the time do that. That's what's really frustrating in general. There are many, like open carry, 100% good here in Oklahoma. Okay? 100% good. I don't go anywhere without my sidearm. There are many private businesses that will not let me in the building unless I take it off here in Oklahoma. Just is what it is. Yes, plenty of places. Like, I mean, you're like, oh, in Texas, but you kind of forget that Dallas is a blue city. Forget that, I think Dallas is, right? But Austin is a blue city. Houston, I think, is a blue city. Let's see. What cities in Texas are blue? Oh, right. I turned my keyboard off. Oopsie poopsie. Okay. What cities are blue? I think they only have one city that's red. Austin, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, El Paso, Rio Grande, and San Marcos. They are all blue cities. I think that's literally all of them, right? I'm pretty sure that's all cities. Wow. Let's see. Let's say red. I don't think there's any, right? Suburban Fort Worth. That's not a city. That's suburb. It's a suburb. Suburb areas. That's not a city. Emerging red areas are like South Texas, Starr County. There is not one red city in Dallas. That's crazy. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, what'd she expect?
Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot, and it was all day, and it was constant, and I couldn't trust people. I would get messages almost daily from him or his friends saying that they're going to kill me. They would message me from burner accounts. I'd look them up, and it was like those different apps that you can get to get a fake number, and then the number was gone the next day. But it was like consistent daily.
What do you mean it's gone the next day? Well, hold on. What? Like she was using that, or people were calling her? That doesn't make sense.
Day. But it was like, I'd look them up, and it was like those different apps that you can get to get a fake number. And then the number was gone.
Wait, I'm so confused. Hold on.
Him or his friends saying that they're going to kill me. They would message me from burner accounts. I'd look them up, and it was like those different apps that you can get to get a fake number. And then.
What does she mean the number was gone, though? That does not, like, leave your phone. You still have a call history. I have spam callers who do that all of the time. What? They're saying she did. Oh, I see what she's saying now. Never mind. They're saying that. Is she saying that they actually did offer security, but just in her situation? I don't know. Maybe. That would be something. You know what I mean? But what does she mean the text number disappeared? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what she's talking about.
The number was gone the next day. But it was like consistent, daily.
What does that even mean? Maybe she misspoke. I'll give her this. If she's trying to tell me that she went to open her phone and the number disappeared out of her phone that they called her from? I don't know about that. That's weird. That doesn't happen. The number generator, she misspoke. Number never existed. But she said the next day, though. That's weird. I don't know. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I'll just say she misspoke.
We're going to kill you. We're going to kill you. We know where you are. They knew my address. They would send me my address. I had to move. Yeah, I've moved well over 10 times. I'd say like 20 times since this has happened. I'm not sure if I got to this part, but like, so after this happened, I'm pretty sure this is after this happened, Bunny had their friend Tommy Vexed on her podcast for the purpose of talking shit about me and another one of his victims, Whitney. Now, Whitney had a 2-year restraining order against him for violence and really scary stuff. Just really take this in. Bunny had someone that had at least two different restraining orders against him from 2 different women at that moment on her.
Wait, you don't have to watch this stream to know that I'm defending him? Really now? Okay. Well, tell me what I just said about him a second ago, because I think if you rewound to what I said, you'd probably rethink that, but okay.
Podcast to platform him and give him somewhere where he could publicly continue to abuse and terrify these women.
Okay, I guess I'll read it. It's here, the moment you guys have been waiting for. Tommy Vex goes into detail about what really happened between him and his ex, Nicole Arbor. You know, the one who has problems with everyone. This episode was so funny, I laughed in almost something. Isn't that the same chick that they tried to hem up church? She stole his wallet and harassed his security. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Well, what were you saying, though? Just crazy. That guy. Where's the farting? Oh, here we go. Bulk Broman. I doubt he responds.
It's not that surprising when you really take in that this is the same woman who wanted to have a serial killer on her podcast, like, what was it, last year? Wade Wilson.
We just called one of the jails in Florida to talk to Wade Wilson to get him on the podcast because I am fascinated with his story.
She thinks he's hot. She wanted to have on a serial killer who had turned women into what police describe as spaghetti.
Everybody's like, oh, dude, he's so fine. And the other half are like, I'd let him run me over.
I knew these videos were going to be deleted and taken down, which is why I saved them. But this is a big show of Bunny's character as a person. She is willing to bring a man like this onto her podcast because she is fascinated with his story.
Psychopaths.
Yeah, that's a little nuts. I'd say that's definitely a great criticism right there. Yeah, there's no defending that. Well, there you go. Finally, she brought something kind of forth to the table to show that they were pretty messed up with, like, absolute proof. Yeah, there's no defending I keep wanting to say Bad Bunny. Bunny XO here with that. That's actually psychotic. I can understand wanting to interview a serial killer, right? I understand the whole, like, what goes on in your head. Like, how are you able to do something like this? You know what I mean? I get that aspect of it. But to be like, ooh, I want to, like, she thinks it's hot? That's some wild stuff. That's creepy. That's some creepy stuff. That's actually psychotic. Interesting.
So this Tommy friend of theirs was apparently paid $10,000 to destroy my reputation as much as he could. Goes on her podcast to talk
10 grand is all that took? Wow.
About me.
Okay.
They spread invented stories of me being violent, abusive, ripping a phone out of a wall and throwing it at Tommy. Tommy having to flee Mexico in fear, boarding a plane to get away. Discussed how ugly and disgusting my naked body is.
Goofy, frumpy, Homer Simpson body ass bitch. Fuck you, nigga.
Why would they say that about her? That doesn't make any sense. She's obviously not Homer Simpson. Really? Okay. Not very nice. I don't think that's even close to, like, even they know that was not good. I should see if I get Natalie Beisner on your show one day. Who's Natalie Beisner? We'll see. Natalie Beisner, a movie actress. How in the world would I pull that one? Good Lord. Maybe when I get 1 million subscribers. That's ambitious of you, man. I appreciate that you think I could do that. How many followers does this person have? Like, let's go to their Instagram. 68,000 followers? Huh. Ex-Dem turned sane person. Ah, that's why she's not very famous. She was on the rise, and then she probably talked about her religion. They probably canceled her, didn't they? Yeah, I could probably get her on. Yeah, maybe. She's within reach on... Okay, I thought she was going to be like big-time Hollywood actress there. No longer an actress? Yeah. She probably said something about her religion. They kicked her out of Hollywood. That's exactly how it freaking goes now. It's crazy. Like, look at people like James Woods and... obviously, oh my gosh, why can't I think of his name? You know what I'm talking about. Passion of the Christ, Braveheart, Blazing Saddles. Gosh, I can't think of his name now. Russell Crowe. No, not Russell Crowe, but similar, right?
He's never seen my naked body. He has never seen my naked body. I just want to be so clear. He's never seen my naked body.
The third time wasn't necessary. Can we please move on?
Never. Neither has Down Devil.
She's a narcissistic personality disorder. She starts to separate
I said that
everybody.
the first time I met her.
Bunny also made up that I had mental health issues on that episode.
Dude, now I don't want to be mean. But this is a little ridiculous. Oh, we'll see her in a second.
They pretended that I filmed him during an AA meeting, which would be a horrible thing.
Mel Gibson, that's it. Yo, I was saying Jim Caviezel. I love Jim Caviezel. That's awesome.
Too.
Apparently, she came in the room and was filming me while I was on my meeting in the other room.
What woman?
Bro, he just literally explained her with the Homer Simpson body. See, that's what I was saying. Like, that's not... Oh, you guys can't see it. My bad. There we go. Like, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but why would you do that? Like, why? Roll, jelly roll. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to call out somebody's looks, don't look like this. You know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Why do that? Like, I don't think she's ugly, but when you stack yourself up to somebody else like Nicole Arbor, that's kind of crazy to do. That's a little crazy to be like, oh yeah, you're got a Homer Simpson body. Wow, that is crazy. Why? People. That's a wild thing. That's really wild. I guess they just don't like each other, whatever. They're throwing everything at the wind.
Thinks like that.
Whatever else they could say to destroy my reputation, they said it. That episode was put behind a paywall where they charged $10 a person to see it. They monetized the abuse. This guy had 2.
In all fairness, that means not very many people saw it. There is a trade-off. You monetize it, that's cool and all. They probably didn't make all that. Well, I mean, I don't know how much they made per se, but at least a good portion of people probably didn't see this because of that. So there is a trade-off. It's not all negative. You can look at it as all negative, but yeah, I mean, if they would have put it online, they probably would have made more in ad revenue, if they put it free to the public. But they probably realistically wanted a way to still make some money to talk about you and get the rumors out there without, you finding out, if that is what's happening. You know what I mean?
2 different women with restraining orders against him at the time. And Bunny laughed with him while he said he's not going to follow the restraining orders. He doesn't care.
Okay. But did he violate the restraining orders?
This is who these people are. Right after, it's promoted that Jelly Roll's going to do a song with that friend Tommy. Almost like a thank you, That's when Bunny started promoting the merchandise again.
Kind of interesting. Not going to lie.
Just want to let you know that we came up with a new shirt that we're going to drop in a couple weeks it's going to be #HoTeam.
That's about the time that their friend Tommy posted a post about how easy it would be.
It is very funny though, actually. I'm not going to lie. That does make me laugh.
To hire someone to kill for you, a murder for hire post, if you will. In the comments, people knew that this was clearly aimed at me, and he liked that. Their friend Tommy liked that, and people said basically let Down Devil know about these services, and he liked that as well. People started tagging me in it so that I would know that they're hiring someone to murder me, which they apparently did. Now here comes something that I think is super duper important.
How apparently did they though? Hopefully we can get to that fact.
I hate talking about this part because, again, I just hate the whole I hate admitting what these people did to me, but this was so like shocking and terrifying to my life, and just like my whole life stopped. My whole life stopped. I couldn't trust anybody. I couldn't trust anything. I had to switch my phones. I had to switch my computers. I was getting hacked constantly. Like,
you don't have to switch your computers. It would be a lot better if you just switch your network. But yeah.
I've already said, I was getting threats all the time. I'd switch my phone number and somehow I'm getting threats again. There was a gang of them stalking me and hunting me. I ended up having to go to inpatient PTSD trauma therapy because I couldn't function. I already said I was in PTSD therapy because of this. And I would go to see this woman, and every week she's like, it wasn't post-traumatic stress, it's real-time stress. Like, the threat isn't done. And it was suggested that I go to this inpatient trauma therapy because I just like, I couldn't even function. I didn't even know what reality was. My condo was ran by like super mega conservatives at the time. They suddenly sent me a rent increase of thousands of dollars. Like, the next month, I'm going to have to pay thousands of dollars more. And I go down to the office. I'm like, what? They're like, well, your lease is up and you're going to have to pay this much. But that doesn't make sense. Like, it says that I could sign back for this much. And they're like, you should have thought about that before you filed fake rape charges. This is like, it was.
Do you have proof of this, though? Like, could you get, like, a copy of that old contract and then show what they were doing, though? Like, these are the things that, when things like this happen, this is the part that matters, that if you want to tell people one day that this dude's coming after you, these are the items you need to collect, you know? Like, this is kind of the point. Like, oh, man, why is everything I cover on this channel somehow literally got so much gray area in it that it's like I could go one way or the other. You know what I mean? Isn't that just like a little frustrating that nothing could just be that straightforward? Like, why would you not get this evidence and post it? You know what I mean? Like, oh man, what a good golden gem that would have been. And then to have somebody say something like that to you, you could be like, hey, bam, proof that this is damaging your life. Like, by now you could have sued these people. You know what I mean? Like, you could have sued these people so hard. It's just, man, that's just so frustrating, you know? I guess it is the new normal, that everything's gray. Nothing's black and white anymore, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I just pick them wrong. Maybe I pick every case wrong somehow.
It was everywhere. It was everywhere. After I got back from the PTSD trauma camp, I call it, I'm sitting at my pool reading a devotional and like writing my therapy of the day in there, trying to just like, a security guard at my condo, I had never seen this person, comes up to me and is like, you need your pool band. I'm like, what pool band? You have to have an armband to be at the pool. This was like 9 a.m. on a Sunday. There was nobody else at the pool. I was like, oh, I live here. And I show him my keys and it has like the fob and the name of the building on it. He's like, if you lived here, you would have an armband. I was like, I do live here. I could show you my condo. And all I have ever shown is my keys. And I use my fob to get out here. It was a fucking setup. I got a call from this super mega guy who's a big Jelly Roll fan. That's my building manager. I go down and every time there was like witnesses in the office, he would act very different. He gives me these armbands. I'm like, okay, now I have an armband. He's like, well, you've been written up. I'm like, what does that mean? He's like, we could kick you out of the building if you get written up again. You didn't listen to what the security guard said, and that's another infraction. I was like, what in the HOA nonsense is going on here? But he was a big Jelly Roll fan, and he told me they knew where I lived. My family literally drove from.
Now, this, if you know about this type of harassment, I doubt it happened one time and then it was done while you lived there the whole time. Pull out your phone and start recording some stuff and show us, you know? Like, it's funny because it's like nobody ever has proof for the real juicy, crazy things. But the nuance, they have plenty of proof of nuance. You know what I mean? Everybody seems to do that. Everybody these days. It's just not enough proof for me to quite side with her yet. I'm sympathetic. A lot of the stuff she showed makes sense. A lot of the stuff that she showed of Bunny XO makes sense. But I don't know if these people are petty fighting or if there's a genuine, actual ring of gangsters going after her. it could be anywhere in between. It could be she's making everything up too. I mean, that is possible, you know. It is very possible, you know. But it seems to me that this is probably a situation of they're all garbage. That's just what it looks like to me looking in, is every one of these people is just bad. They're not doing much to salvage themselves, I can tell you that. They look like they're not good people. I don't know, though.
Canada picked me up in Nashville, threw my stuff in the back of a pickup truck, and got me the heck out of there.
Two things can be true at once.
And I was just like, don't stop, drive. So then, boom.
That probably is what it is.
So it's 2023. I'm supposed to go to court soon for the copyright thing and the defamation. Well, wouldn't you know? Clips from the Dumb Blonde podcast that Bunny never released are suddenly online. Highly edited. I'm talking highly edited clips. Like, count how many cuts are in those clips. Showing me talking about how lovely Down Devil is and how he saved me.
I don't see a single clip while you're talking here.
Taking a joke.
There's a clip.
Made about being roofied 6 times that I've said in other videos and in my stand.
Okay, there are a lot of clips coming up now. And she had bad timing with that.
She really clipped that one. The joke is I've been roofied so many times that I'm actually like a connoisseur. I can just like, yes, this is a 1998 5th and 34th Street selection. It's literally a bit based on I had been roofied in the past. But Bunny wanted it clipped nice and tight so she could pretend I won on her podcast and was just like, I've been roofied 6 times.
I've been roofied 6 times now. I'm a collector.
Why don't you release all the footage, Bunny? Why don't you?
I mean, the fact that you did say that line, though, is not good. No matter what context you give to it. No matter what context you actually give to how many, like, I've been roofied 6 times. It's like, yeah, I would have stopped going to the bars and parties and stuff after the second. You know what I mean? Like, if it happens again after one time, it's like, okay, maybe that was one, maybe I was in an area of a bad person. I go to a bar again and I get roofied again. Bro, you're never going to catch me going out in public like that again. I'm going to be like, absolutely not. Small groups of people, local town, or just my backyard and beers. Like, I am absolutely not going to let a third time happen. 6 times? Maybe she's joking and that's the missing context. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild, though. Like, it just goes to show, like, at worst case scenario, she's just really, really dumb. You know what I mean? Our best case scenario, I should say. She's just really, really dumb. But that being said, it's just like, no wonder, like, if all this actually happened, they got the dumbest possible person to be doing this to, and I literally don't know how she wouldn't be 6 feet under from Jelly Roll by now, you know what I mean? Other than I would just have to assume Jelly Roll is genuinely too lazy to do anything about it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's weird. It's like every time she gets me on her side, too, something stupid comes out. And it's just like, everyone sucks.
Release all the footage.
Okay.
It was also posted by Native in Nashville, who's a very close friend of Bunny, who I also found out uses her child to promote Bunny's new book on porn and being an escort. It's her.
Okay, that's absolutely ridiculously awful. Ridiculously awful. Don't do that.
Child being used. So right when I'm supposed to start going to court, these clips where it seems like I just think Down Devil is the best.
He's super nice.
Yeah. And I'm talking so nicely, and these super, super tightly edited clips are going up, making it seem like I'm a liar about getting raped and roofied, and I'm just a crazy person. It's not like it was an accident. The Dumb Blonde watermark is on all of these videos. So Bunny put these out. It turns out Bunny had given the raw footage of me to my stalkers because she's a psycho. And hark, here is Bunny in the comment section of these clips that she highly edited and then put up to change what actually happened in reality of life. Women really hone into how psychotic she is. She created the rumors. She spread the rumors. She knew I was going to be killed literally killed over the rumors. She had her husband threatening to murder me and getting his friends ready to kill me over the rumors. I lost jobs because of the rumors. I lost my safety. I started losing my sanity because of the rumors. I ended up in inpatient treatment because of the rumors and what happened because of these rumors that she invented. And now when I was finally going to go to court and get justice, she highly edited footage of me to make a whole new batch of.
Okay. So she highly edited imagery of you. What would this do for court, though? Is she going to say that the judge saw the highly edited footage and then dismissed your case or something?
Rumors, like the smeariest of smear campaigns that ever done smeared. Now she puts up these new clips smearing me again and then comments below the BS that she invented. Wow, I can't believe it. She's so crazy. She had the audacity to say that I don't have the body language of a domestic violence victim. Go on, Bunny.
Okay.
What is the body language of a domestic violence victim?
It would be so funny. She goes, well, I'm glad you asked. And then literally actually shows it, like, in a sense that she's currently getting, like, it handed to her by Jelly Roll or something. That'd be very funny, actually. We could only imagine.
These videos were promoted in Nashville and to Nashville, to my friends and my community. This is who Jelly Roll and Bunny and their friends are.
All right, that was also nothing. Okay, cool.
It's literally terrifying that she has this girl's girl persona because it's how she gets in with women, just to destroy them and put them in danger.
She literally
Yeah,
said,
Dr. Green's like, oh man, I'm glad I'm poor, not talented, is successful. If successfulness brings you this crap, is that what you meant to say? Yeah, that is funny. If that's what being successful is, I don't think I do want part of that. Look at how people just destroy themselves.
Sat right where you're sitting, and the minute she walked out, I looked at me
Jelly
and I go,
toes?
I do not like that chick. She was so sweaty too. How'd you hump that?
Comedian, right? That's what I know her from.
Right.
So I'm
And
like,
she's not
God.
even funny, but okay.
40
She was trying to gaslight you.
Yeah, who
I
cares?
don't know how she still has a platform. I honestly don't.
I don't know
All
either.
the bullshit that she has fucking done.
So by the way, they were already pretending to be saved by this point. The amount of women that have written to me that she's blackmailed them is wild. In like the last few years, not
You should show us some of that. Just bleep out the names. You know, like, very easy to do.
like, oh, before we were saved. I mean, like, now. All of it's getting
At least
looked
that's what I
into
would
now. Don't you worry. And not just by me, of course. You guys may have heard that I lost 2 lawsuits. That's not quite true.
Yeah, no, the way Bunny does talk, it's trashy. It's trashy. But, you know, I mean, it's Hollywood. They're all trashy. You know what I mean? Details matter? Okay. Did I really lose in court? If she says that the highly edited videos got her to lose the court case, I am genuinely going to, I'll wait till episode 3. But I'm going to lose, it's going to lose credibility for me. I'm not going to necessarily, I don't know if I'll be able to trust her at all if she says that. I really hope that's not the case.
I start getting phone calls on my new number. One of the calls sounded a lot like one of Jelly Roll's, I guess, old best friends. The guy has a very distinct voice. He let me know that if I show up to court, I'm never going to be seen again. I'm going to disappear. And he said a couple other things, but they all alluded to they're going to kill me if I show up to court. Then I get a call from Down Devil's old manager. He's like, I can't talk to you, but I need to let you know it's in your best interest. So along the lines of, don't come to court. I talked with my family and friends and all the people who care about me, and we decided I'm not showing up to court. Like, even going to town.
For the love of God, you better have text messages. You better have phone recordings. You better have something. For the love of God, lady. Why would you not collect this stuff and show us if... Let's just hope. Fingers crossed. Please, please, please show me. Please show me.
On the day I was supposed to be in court, I could be killed. Like, there was nothing that I would gain from those court cases that would equal me being dead. So yeah.
You're speaking about this on a channel. Like, they're gonna see this. You realize that, right?
Yeah, they technically won a summary judgment, which just meant they got their lawyer fees because I didn't show up. There was no evidence shown. I never spoke to a judge at any point.
that's on you. You brought a lawsuit forward and you didn't show up. Like, I understand if you were threatened, and if it's real, you really should have screenshot. You really should have recorded. Oh my gosh, it's like, okay, let me just look. Did she? All right. Did not. Let me see. I'm going to see if she actually didn't show up for court or if she just lost in court and then is now saying she didn't show up. I believe she probably didn't show up, but let's see. Okay, come on. No mentions of Nicole Arbor missing court. No court appearance missing. That's what it's saying, thinking about your request. Then half the time it just like flips and, so I shouldn't be reading all that. Video content from Nicole Arbor's post mentions court and Jelly Roll drama, but lacks evidence of her missing an appearance. What do you mean lacks evidence? Like, I don't need, like, is it not public? You'd think that win or loss would be public, right? If I find out she showed up to court, though, then it's over. Like, I won't be able to trust her at all. Like, I'll be able to definitively say she's lying if she did actually end up showing up to court. But obviously, that would be obvious, right? Like, I don't need to tell you guys she lied if that's the case. Boy, this is taking a long time. I'm just going to pull this up over here. I didn't expect it to take this long. I probably shouldn't have asked it like that. Did Nicole Arbor not show up for court? I should have just said, did she? Okay. No, there's no evidence or reports that Nicole Arbor failed to show up for any court appearance. Recent searches across news sources, court dockets, acts, turn up, nothing. Okay. Nicole Arbor channel. Okay, that's the only sources. Can you pull up the docket for Nicole Arbor versus Joe? Okay. Let's see what happens here. I'll see if there's any kind of Boy, it is flying. Okay. I'm just wanting to see if it can pull me a link. Because if it can pull me a link, we'll see where this goes for sure. Let's see. There's no public court docket. Really? Let's see about that. Involved in a public dispute with country singer Jelly Roll. Okay. Instagram. Arbor versus Upchurch in 2022. Is this the case she's talking about, though? Maybe that's the case she's talking about. Arbor Upchurch lawsuit. Let's see. Okay, a Tennessee judge ruled in 2022 that Arbor could not voluntarily dismiss the suit and avoid anti-slap penalty filed by Upchurch. Ooh, there's some information that that she might have left out. Nicole Arbor filed a lawsuit against Ryan Upchurch, Tommy Vex, and others in 2021 regarding copyright and business disputes. That's not what she said, actually. She said it was specifically for harassment. The case involved claims over songwriting credits for tracks on Upchurch's album. Is this the same lawsuit? We'll be going over the Jeremy stuff later on. You think you found the case number? Can you, okay. Yeah, thank you. Let me see if I can find Nicole Arbor lawsuit. Let's do this. Ah, thank you. Maybe it'll come up on this. Ryan Upchurch, Thomas. Yeah, 2022. Filing. Proposed case management order filed by Nicole Arbor. Okay. Business entity disclosure statement. No way this is the case, guys, right? Like, Okay. Filing 16. Notice of appearance by Austin M. Coral on behalf. Okay. This case is referred to magistrate judge for a customized case management. Okay. All right. Let's see. Case file location. Okay. These are all the credits, I guess, to a degree, of all the people involved. Tennessee bar status verified. Okay. Well, this is, this kind of shows a little bit. Pacer monitor. Okay. Show. Property right. Copyright. Yeah. It's listed as a copyright suit. Okay. Is the Churchill. Okay. Did she say it was copyright? So, okay. She said it was for copyright. Okay. Well, how about this? Okay, so this is the newest. Oh, okay. Of course. Of course I can't get it without paying them money. So this was all for the lawsuit for that, but all copyright? Like, that was it? I thought there were like, let's see. Cult versus church. Did she not show up? I'll just see what this says. Yeah, Candace Owens is crazy. She actually did say it was for copyright. Okay, then. Why in the world is she like, at this point, if she's able to get restraining orders on these people, why is she not trying for criminal, like, why is she not filing like a criminal complaint and trying to get that into court? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird. Did not show up for a scheduled management conference, and that was the low-key reason for federal copyright case. Okay. Okay. So it was dismissed because she did not show up. Okay, we at least got that figured out. All right. Oh, her story checks out at least for now. Okay, I'll accept that. Sounds good to me.
Point. Not once. Not a singular time. I don't know why anyone would do business with Jelly Roll or his wife once they know this. And then,
I mean, it would be great if you showed me the stuff. You know what I mean? Show me the threats. Like, you couldn't get one to show me here?
and suddenly, one snowy December night, I was sent a DM on Instagram. Nicole, you're not crazy. I know what they did to you. You didn't deserve it. And you deserve to see this. And it was a link to download a hidden camera video that showed Jelly Roll talking about a lot of the things he did.
Now, why didn't you do any of that? Do you know how much time you could have saved everybody if you could have shown your own footage and stuff? Like, why not?
To me.
Okay, at least somebody's going to show something. Right?
And then other celebrities act like they're really nice.
Yeah.
But in real life, they're pieces of shit.
Okay, well, that's one way to close it out. So we got to do part 3. Now, I got a question. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, okay? We're going to do a poll because I want to know if you guys want to jump either in... Why is it here? Did I let this play in the background the whole time? Oopsie poopsie. Candace did a new video. Literally on April 10th. I didn't even know. Guess she decided to surprise us. Yeah, so we could do this video, or we can go into part 3, or we can immediately start talking about Jeremy Hambley. Which one would you guys prefer? Because I've got an hour and a half. We got some time. I think we ought to probably go into the Hambley first. The quartering.
Yes, I use a straw. I don't want to mess up.
Man, I wish his last name was like closer to the quartering. Just because then I could like do a play on words. But the Hamblering is like, just doesn't work. It doesn't even roll off the tongue. It's too much like consonant. You know what I mean? So I can't do that. Oh, right. Found the poll finally. Good Lord. They changed a lot of stuff. They change stuff too often. I can't keep up. Okay, so let's see here. Candace Video. Wait. Hold on. Add option. There we go. Let's do what's next. Candace, Nicole, Jeremy. Bam. I don't know why I put question marks at the end of any of this. Like, that even matters. Do we need even punctuation on this channel? Hey, does it just stay at the bottom now? Wow. What the heck? The poll stays at the bottom and is, like, crazy. Whoa, and it only shows one. It goes to Jeremy, and then it, like... Wait. Am I going crazy? It's just showing Jeremy right now. Oh, that's because he is in the lead. Okay. Wow, you guys want to jump into Jeremy. All right. Wow. Okay. And Candace is in second place. Oh, nope. Candace jumped up to first. So Candace and Jeremy are duking it out. Man, yeah, I thought you guys actually were going to go for the Nicole. I'm really surprised. Okay. All right, well, let's watch this duke out for a little bit. And then, okay, well, let me, let's see if I can. Okay. Okay, we're definitely going to see this here. We'll let this go for like 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes maybe, 4 minutes. Yeah. No, that's not right, is it? I can't quite. I don't know. Something like that. I can't think of the song. It's fun. Love you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. You don't got to worry about sending me no money. I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much. You know? You'd say struggling to get over 5K views on YouTube, the largest video platform on earth, which is a huge name in conservative media. Wait, what? Wait, who? Oh, I missed the comment. Bulk followers do not equate truth. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It just always depends, right? I mean, I think it's always a balance. It's always a balance for sure. Kind of amp user. Oh, I'm just going straight into my XFX into the computer. I could run my Dark Terror or anything like that. Any one of my amps I could run directly into the computer as well. It's just a lot more of a pain in the butt. I'd have to go back there, turn everything on, connect everything up, and do it. So I'm just running it simple, and I'm running this cool pedal board, this that I built. So we're there. Cool pedal board here. I can get some really cool effects going and stuff. I have this. This is a neato effect, the lore. Just cool, like, outro effect on it. I like it. This also does, like, the Fable does, like, a little reverse kind of thingy, like this. And it kind of glitches on out. You know? I don't know. It's fun. You build amps and pedals? Nice. That's sick. Well, looks like Candace is edging out here, guys. We got probably about... Oh my gosh, you guys put it at 50-50 again. I am just watching you all duke this out with Candace and Jeremy. Both of them are at 39% now. Oh, Candace took the lead there by a percentage. Man, you guys are brutal. You guys are really fighting this one out. Holy crap. Let's see. So once it hits 5 minutes or so, if they're a little bit apart, I'll stop the poll. But if they are neck and neck, I'll keep it going. You know, if they are like within a percentage point, I'll keep it going. So vote quickly, guys. You all can do it. I believe in you. Get some, Yeah, chat has been flying pretty good today. Thank y'all for that, by the way. Man, Candace is dominating now, so I guess we'll end it there for sure. Alrighty, guys. Candace Owens is next. After that, we're going straight into the Hambly. No Hambly required. Something like that. Or no assembly. No. His name's close. His name is close for me to have fun with. You know? He gets off on a lot of criticism just because of his name there, right? No. All right. Instead of part 3, we are going to go and do the Candacening. And, yeah. Is this really the face y'all wanted to see? I mean, hey, y'all have regrets. Too late. You guys, you wanted this. You wanted this. Look at her. Look at that. You wanted that. All right. Let's, Hey, now, don't throw up. Y'all shouldn't have voted for it. Okay. All right. We'll get into this. We'll do Jeremy afterwards. Hopefully, maybe I'll have a guest come in here to talk about this or not. We'll see what happens. For sure. You voted for the correct option, part 3. Yeah, you know. You'll come back in a few. Hey, it's all good. So we'll get through this. This is a shorter one than normal. Kind of. I mean, it's like 49 minutes, but I don't care to. Is she new merch and your comments? How is she reading? She picked out comments and everything for a show she was Look at this. No, this is bull crap. Candace, you are so full of crap. Are you kidding me? I'll just show you guys through here. Are you kidding me? Look at this. New merch and your comments. You had time to plan a comment section read, and this video was just brought up to you? Like, or you just had to do this like last second? With your like team and everything, they just managed to show up. Oh, Trump mentioned me, so now we all got to show up to the office today. Really? Really now? I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I believe that at all. Huh. Oh no, you're good, Angie. I'm not really giving you crap for what you guys voted for. I'm just having fun. I was gonna cover all of this no matter what today for the most part, except we may have to do part 3 later depending on time because we are running a little bit lower on time than I thought. But yeah, we're gonna jump right on into this candy cane here.
All right, I'm obviously.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta grab this. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So we got my dog a thing of piggies, and he has been freaking out ever since. So I had to go ahead and just get him one. He was not going to calm down without it. Anyway, sorry about that, guys.
Off this week, but obviously I needed to come
back.
Oh,
it was just for this week is how long Candace will be there. Yeah, she'll be back, not tomorrow, the next day, Monday.
Back because I wanted to address Mr. President Donald Trump. He is obviously arrived at a moment, and I just wanted to hopefully these words will get to.
I'll tell you guys what, if you all want to, I can put it up on 1.5 speed. We won't be able to hear it past 2.0, really. So, but yeah, we could do that.
Him. So I'll just say that, dear Mr. President Trump. I've always been a fan of gladiator movies. I have watched them all countless times. Everybody who watches this podcast knows that. And when I consider what it is that I am so drawn to, like, is it the actors? Is it the storyline? Yeah, in part, of course. Who could deny, like, the performance of Russell Crowe in the first film? But above.
Okay. Do you all have any idea how long it's been since I have literally even mentioned or thought about Russell Crowe? And at the beginning of this stream, I literally mentioned Russell Crowe. How do things like that happen? That's so weird. I don't know. It's so weird. I swear I'm living in a matrix and I'm freaking out or something. I don't know. What the heck? I'm not even kidding. I probably haven't mentioned Russell Crowe for like 5 years. This is crazy.
All of that, the characters, the script, there sits this sort of incontrovertible truth that I am absolutely fascinated by, which is the fragility of empires, right? What is it ultimately that collapses an empire? What makes an emperor weak or an emperor strong? I think more to the heart of the matter, the question is, what is it?
Well, you could always try stabbing him in the back 17 times. That seemed to work out for the Romans. Speaking of gladiator movies, what is she trying to build up a Caesar situation here? She's like, I love gladiator movies. Also, what breaks a leader? And it's just like, are you going to talk about, like, is this a Julius Caesar reference we're getting here?
That makes a king or an emperor feel threatened initially, right? The setup of every movie is always the same. You have the wealthy elites, the politicians perched above a coliseum, slaves fighting to their deaths beneath, all for their distinct entertainment, obviously. And then comes the inevitable narrative flip. Suddenly, the elites and their scribes and the senators, they perceive a threat. And when does that happen? That's actually not a rhetorical question, Mr. President. I know the answer. It is when a slave begins to command the crowd. Every single time, without fail. That's when the politicians begin to feel worried. And what is of particular interest to me about that moment is that the slaves on their...
Hey, you couldn't make that happen again in a million years. Anyway, so is she saying that she's the slave? I want to know. I want to know where this is going. Wow, I'm putting this on X now.
And they never desire the seats of the politicians, right? They just want to have their most basic needs met. In most circumstances, they happily would serve some sort of structure of governance forever if their basic needs could be met, but it's proven to be a historical impossibility, right? Inevitably, we arrive at the moment of political extravagance, the fabled let them eat cake moment. They just can't stop, right? There can be absolutely no truth between a master and his slave for that reason. The nature of the relationship forbids it. And I think about this a lot now, very often, mostly in the context of our late mutual friend, Charlie Kirk. I think to myself, when was the exact moment that Charlie Kirk understood that he was not free? That he had money and that he had fame, but he did not actually have freedom?
What? How could you, like, what? This... She's truly going crazy.
You know, between you and I, whoever it was that made the decision to kill him was correct in their assessment that he was indeed a threat. Because Charlie Kirk could command a crowd. He was capable.
Imagine what she's saying, like, you know, if she has to concede that, like, Tyler Robinson did this, and she's like, Charlie Kirk was indeed a threat. Well, you just justified literally everything that, you know, Lance Twiggs and all those freaking people. You know what I mean? Like, really? You're going to tell them that? You're going to tell all these trans people that Charlie Kirk was actually a threat? Good job. That just diminishes everything. Smart move, Candace. Man, you really do the left's work so well.
That. So much so that he actually, if you think about it, he's been dead for 7 months and the crowd still moves on his behalf. That's incredible. That is real power, Mr. Trump. You should ask yourself, how did he achieve it? I would offer it's because he never sat above, perched, looking down at the slaves, right? Charlie understood how movements were built and more crucially, how they were sustained. Someone actually said to me shortly after his death that Charlie was a maestro. He understood that every instrument was needed to command an orchestra. The strings, the woodwind, the brass, the percussion, all very different sounds, but he could hear them each brilliantly, each section. And at various times, he would conduct one sound above the other, more flute.
Okay, when people don't know musical theory and they start saying stuff like this, it actually makes me, like, really frustrated. What are you talking about? He could hear each what? Like, that's not, like, everybody can do that with zero musical theory. They know when the strings are playing the strings, and they know when the brass is playing the brass. It's not, like, do you have any idea how unbelievably tone deaf you would have to be on purpose just to not even know that? Like, what are you talking about? Don't make things up as you go along like that. That sucks.
Plus violin or cello, Alex Jones, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, different instruments, to be sure. But,
yeah, how do you know the difference between a violin and cello? Well, it's a violin that plays really low or a cello that plays really high pitch. Yeah, they're the same things. It's like a bass versus a guitar. It's still the same instrument for the most part. It's going to do all the same stuff. Now, you read a different sheet music for bass and for guitar for the most part, technically. Kind of, anyway. Like, bass is genuinely octave down. It's really tenor music that's, like, genuinely, like, different. You know, middle C, I guess they call it, or whatever not middle C, what's the clef that does the C and it's got the line through it instead? And it takes place in between bass and the alto. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, you get what I'm saying. That's the only one that reads differently. Bass and alto read the exact same notes on the exact same position of the thing. You know, whatever. You know what I mean? Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Only a fool or someone under the express direction of one could have thought to hit send on what you published on Truth Social last night. And I think that we should read it together, Mr. President, shall we? Okay, here's what you wrote. You wrote, okay, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon. Because they have one thing in common. Low IQs. They are stupid people. They know it, their families know it, and everyone else knows it too.
This is awesome hearing Candace narrate this, actually. I didn't think I would have this good of a time. This is amazing. Holy crap. Like, the fact that she's reading Donald Trump roasting her right now, I'm going to really enjoy this. I might slow this down.
Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They are nut jobs, troublemakers, and they will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. Now they think they can get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them. And their views are the opposite of MAGA, or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. Okay, let's park it there. Right, let's just chew on that portion right there first, because it is...
I don't know. I'd say God bless them still. God bless all these people. Candace, everyone included. I think they kind of need it. You know, I don't know. I'm not going to dehumanize them, I guess you could say. I can hate what they're doing. I won't dehumanize them, though. You know, we don't got to stoop to their level. We don't got to go around where Candace is, you know, like Candace Owens going, oh man, Erica's not even human. It's like, yeah, we don't got to do that. We don't got to be that nasty. Let Candace be that nasty. You know what I mean?
A stunning break from reality. Because I'll ask the question, do you have any idea why it was, Mr. President, that your old tweets, the sentences you used to say, which were typically definitely insults back in 2015, but do you ever wonder why they worked? I can help you, right? It's because they were rooted in some element of truth. Okay.
Well, so are these. I genuinely do think you're dumb for the most part, Candace. You do a lot of really, really dumb things in general. You know, you go outside. Like, do you think it's a smart thing to go to Dolly World when there's an assassin after you? You guys think that's an intelligent thing to do? Do you think it's an intelligent thing to promise us back at December 16th that you would upload all of those flight logs to your website and then not do it? Like, do you think that's an intelligent thing to do? I see where Trump's coming from. Now, do I think you're actually genuinely low IQ? No. I just think you do really, really stupid things because you're really cocky. And I think that's where your stupidity lies. I think your stupidity lies in genuinely your cockiness and how sure you are nobody's going to fact check you on the dumb stuff you say. That's my opinion on that. That's why I think you're dumb. Because then you get caught a lot. And the dumb thing too, is it really smart to sit there and say, to put your big boy pants on and negotiate a contract, and then literally 30 seconds later say, by the way, Steven Crowder did also negotiate, and we turned that down and left him only with the term sheet as the only option, making the term sheet, you know, a contract, as you all said it wasn't. You think that's a smart thing to do, is to contradict yourself 30 seconds literally into an interview? Okay. You know, I mean, that's a crazy opinion to take, you know?
So if you called Rosie O'Donnell unattractive, or when you said Hillary Clinton should be in prison, it played to the crowd because although many people thought it was inappropriate and beneath the dignity of a politician, it was based in truth, right? Hillary Clinton's done some things.
Yeah.
Now, you can call Megyn Kelly
enough,
a great
right?
many things. I have definitely had my political disagreements with her over the years. Low IQ? Really? Tucker Carlson? Low IQ? Me? Low IQ? The three of us unsuccessful somehow? When you write stuff like that, you just demonstrate nothing but your own irrationality. It just doesn't land. Nobody cares about them anymore. Really? You're the leader of the free world, and you're tweeting about us.
Why is this making you so mad, Candace? Why are you so mad? Like, if somebody tells me that the world doesn't care about me and I have 7 million subscribers to my YouTube channel, I'd be like, you know, whatever. Whatever you say, man. Like, you really are taking this on the chin hard. You're really, like, just absolutely, like, folding that chin out and going right here. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. She's really just putting it all on the chin. Why? Why why the long face there, Candace? Come on.
I think that means somebody cares. Actually, what nobody cares about anymore, and what you seem to have an inability to comprehend, is that traditional cable news no longer moves the needle. Cable TV is a dying medium. FDR, he used the radio, right? His voice, the fireside chats, it worked. It moved audiences when it was new. And when the world transitioned there, and then suddenly it was the dawn of television, JFK's good looks on the screen, that served him. And he used that. Once again, fast forward to today, and the world is technologically advancing.
Yeah. CNN and the people that were paying CNN, the people that were paying MSNBC and BBC, they're paying people like Candace Owens now and people like Tucker Carlson. That's what I think is going on, to be honest. I think it's lucrative now. Now you got billionaires backing you guys instead of them backing cable TV. I think they are slowly fading it out. They're already getting their hands on people who's going to say what, you know, the billionaires want them to say. And there's no doubt in my mind that Candace is one of them.
You're launching insults at what you don't comprehend. Joe Rogan is not going to do Fox News hits. Do you understand this? He is not trying to get on CNN. None of us are. I don't know how else to help you understand. You are quite literally mocking people because they comprehend something that you don't. Tucker Carlson is more powerful than you. Deep down, I think you know that. I think
this rant is stupid.
You resent that, which is proven by your next lines. Let's read on.
Okay.
You continue, MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump, not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist. Okay. Obviously, Tucker Carlson is in his prime. The whole world understands that. That sentence, he couldn't even finish college.
I don't think anybody sitting there defending Islam is in their prime. I don't know what you're talking about. Good Lord, Candace, your faces. I should start collecting these faces. This is crazy. I'm going to come back through this live stream later, maybe to start posting our faces to X.
College. Are you aware that your base is comprised of blue-collar workers who never went to college? Many who never so much wanted to go to college, never dreamed it.
Aware.
The farmers, the ranchers.
Working in a factory now. I get it. Yeah.
The plumbers, the electricians, the people who work with their hands. You now stick your nose up to all of those people. Do you know who else didn't go to college? Charlie Kirk didn't go to college. Also, those men, many, I would say, a lot of the men and women that you and Pete Hegseth want to send to their deaths in the Middle East, many of them, probably most of them, didn't go to college. And
when is that going to happen, Candace? At some point, these soldiers are going to go straight into their deaths in Iran, right? At some point, it's going to happen. She's so sure of it. She's still touting that, and it's amazing. Like, she's so sure that we are going to do this. I just can't wait for this to resolve and Candace to have to walk all that back.
Let me be perfectly clear here when I say that each and every one of them is infinitely more smart and more capable than you and the people that you surround yourself with in this moment. But let's continue. Because CNN says you've got 100% support. You write, or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close.
She's so mad. I was waiting for her to get to this part. She's so mad about it. Like, oh my God, I love this face right here. It's so like, what's that Asian dude? What was it? Not, oh my gosh. Trump saying, hold on. Candace Owens' face when she reads Trump saying, oh, I can't spell her name. I'm not going to try. Crown is this is amazing. Wow.
This Brigitte Macron. Who did you write that sentence for? Not even Brigitte Macron and Emmanuel Macron.
No, he's talking about the modern day one.
Macron applauded that sentence, okay? They said incroyable. It doesn't help. Sometimes propaganda, when it's too naked, actually just hurts the cause that it purports to support. What is your obsession with Brigitte? This Brigitte Macron in the swimsuit? You think that you...
Candace is doing the wrong thing. She should... This is the point in time. Oh. Hey, boy. Okay. Yeah, stop chewing it up. Bishop, drop it. Hey, that's good. Drop it. Good boy. Stop. Got it? Okay. God. I can say you gag on that thing one more time, I'm taking it away. That small little piece of fat from the pig ear. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. So, has everybody marinated in this enough? Should we, I'll give you guys a few more times to look at it. You know what I mean? All right. We good? Alrighty.
can command people, men, straight men, to suddenly think that...
Anyway, all that being said, here's the thing. Oh, I lost my train of thought actually on this. I ended up getting distracted by the dog literally choking on a pig ear. Anyway, no, he's, talking about this. This is the wrong way for Candace Owens. That's where it was. This is the wrong way for Candace Owens to be acting. She's really showing more and more and more how upset she is with this. When she should have just been like, really? All right. Whatever you say, Trump. That's the proper response. This is pathetic and she's mad. She's so mad.
Brigitte is hot. Did you date Jean-Michel Trogneau? Are you gay? Why are you so obsessed calling me from the White House? Stop talking about Brigitte.
Why did you say she's prettier than me? That's exactly what this is going on. Like, this is crazy. Why are you ranting about this, Candace? Just laugh it off. That's funny. Oh my God.
Is it a physical attraction truly that you had there?
She's gonna
back
go
when
for
he was
a while,
better looking,
huh?
I suppose. Did you sleep with him when he was a man? Do you think people care? To your point about, I hope she wins money since it's all you see, gold, shekels. Do you think
still
your
going.
base cares when the subject matter is children that are being statutorily raped by their supervisors? Do you understand that no one in MAGA, in true MAGA, cares about money above truth and protecting children? Did you connect that dot when we revolted against you saying, what about the Epstein files? That seems to be a theme with you. Protecting people who harm children. Why do you keep doing that? Why do you want people to be sued?
She is still ranting about this. She's so mad. Oh my God. I did not think she was going to react this way. This is absolutely wonderful.
For standing up to that class? We continue. Let's go back to your message conclusively, right?
It took her that long to get through that. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. She's so triggered because he said Brigitte Macron is prettier than Candace. I never knew that would be a trigger for her. She genuinely does not. Oh my gosh, she's got to be the prettiest girl, quote unquote. Holy crap. And the fact that she actually believes that too. Wow. That is wild, guys. I can't believe that's enough to get under her skin. That is unbelievably awesome. Holy crap. She really is that petty. This is amazing.
Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune as he should
wait,
have.
is Jeremy... Wait, what did you say about... something about... Is he getting drunk? What's going on? Hold on. I don't think he'd do that again. Would he? I don't know. Go to the Hambly drunk banning spree. Is that going on, like, right now or something? Like, is something happening?
It's all about money for you, Trump, isn't it? For his horrendous attack on the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims, ridiculously claiming that it was a hoax, these so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, who you just cited as saying you had 100% support. So are they fake or are they real, Trump? Now, the fake news CNN, the failing New York Times, and all of the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They are not MAGA, they are losers. Just trying to latch onto MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want. But when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. And after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Trader Brown. But I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing what's right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength in not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again. And these people have no idea how to do that, but I do, because the United States is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump. Was that written by Mark Levin? Like when he was 6? Or who put this message together? The hottest country in the world because we're bombing kids for no reason? Because we just killed 150 schoolgirls for...
No, Candace. And also, why? I don't understand. Why aren't you criticizing any of the places that Iran struck? Like, why not? Why not a single time? Like, did the UAE deserve it? Did Qatar deserve it? Do you think, like, any of the schools that Iran has blown up deserved it as well? Like, why not any of that? I don't understand. Like, we hit Iran. Iran exploded out and started hitting all these other countries. Like, is that not a problem for you at all? Like, isn't that just a little bit nuts, Candace? Like, just a little bit? I don't understand. What is up with the whole Islamic defense coming from these people nowadays? Like, Tucker Carlson even straight up saying, like, how dare you insult Islam? It's like, what? For real? Like, does Tucker think that's actually going to work for, like, the right-wing base? Do you think there's right-wingers out there going, hey, definitely don't insult Islam? For real? Like, that's kind of wild. Wait, what do you mean my lack of critique from the Chosen Land? I don't understand what you mean by that. Just lack of critique? What should I critique actually about them? Just out of curiosity. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of got attacked and then they started blowing up the people who attacked them. I'm not supposed to care about that, right? I don't know. It's just something that I can't really get into caring about. I don't know. Maybe keep your hands to yourself if you don't want to get blown up. Same with Iran. You know, when we straight up tell you, hey, don't be building nukes. And then they're like, we're going to do it. It's like, no. Now, if it were any other country, again, if Trump attacked any other Middle Eastern country, and I wasn't able to reference like, hey, Trump's been literally consistent on this for 40 years, I probably would care a lot more. That is a contributing factor right there. But anyway, let's go back on with this here.
No reason, because you guys just lied about 6 of our servicemen who died. And they had to leak that to CBS News, that you were lying about what was happening. Is that what makes us hot? Is Hot Girl Summer being led by Brigitte Macron?
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not criticizing Iran because of their forced teaching of Islam either, though. You know what I mean? Like, they do a crappy thing and do that. If Israel wants to do that, I don't agree on a principled position that I would ever, like, if anything like that started trying to happen in the United States, I would never let that happen. Like, a great example, how about instead of Israel, because let's put it this way, I don't care what they do in their country. I don't. Now, if they start going more like, if they are doing something like that, that may be something that I'm like, hey, maybe we shouldn't fund them if they're going to not allow Christianity into their country, right? Maybe, because it's against our interests, you know, especially whenever Christians genuinely support Israel. Maybe that is something, but I'll have to look into that, and maybe I will here. Maybe I'll look into that after all this is done. But to kind of wrap up the Israeli stuff for the most part, one thing that I can definitely say I don't agree with, 1,000,000%, Jews should not have their own police force in America. Period. There should not be that. It should be the exact same police force we use in all states, all cities. You know what I mean? That's for sure. Now, a lot of people are like, hey, but they also have an ambulance service and a fire department service. That actually could be allowed. I don't mind that. I don't care if there's a Jewish fire department or ambulance service. If they want to waste their own time and not have a proper, like, have a quick ambulance get to them and they want to wait long enough for a Jewish ambulance, that's their decision. I don't mind that. And if they're funding it and not making other taxpayers fund it, I agree with that too. That's fine. I don't care. But a police force? No, absolutely not. That to me is like having a taxpayer-funded militia, but it's not for Americans, it's only for Jews. That's not okay. We can't do that. Imagine if we had a Native American-only police force, for the most part. They do on tribal land, but that's different because it's sovereign. But outside of tribal land, that would not be okay. You can't do that. Imagine if black people had their own police force. Imagine if Muslims in this country had their own police force. China does have their own police force in some parts of the country, and that should be gone as well. So, absolutely not. As for what Israel does inside of its, borders, no thanks. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and tell the people of Israel how they need to vote, and they should not be telling us how to vote, right? So, there we go. They don't actually have a police force. It's like a volunteer security patrols. If it's neighborhood watch, okay, fine. You know what I mean? Fair enough. But if they are allowed to, let's say, and this is the thing, if they are allowed to commit action on Jews as Jews themselves, and they're following laws kind of like how a Sharia law would be set up, no. Disagree. I don't care if the Jews want to be policed by this police force. If there are Jews growing up within a community that are American, they should abide by American laws. They shouldn't have extra laws on them because there could be Jews that don't want to live like that. And they're forced to live like that by their parents in the community that they're in. So it traps people that may not want to take part. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I wouldn't want something like that to happen. Now, are they doing that? I actually don't know. So maybe I'll dig deeper into that. Because if it's just a neighborhood watch, that's different. But I have a sneaky suspicion that may not be the case too. So I'm suspicious, but that's not necessarily fair. So I'll look into it before I do that. You know what I mean? If it's just a neighborhood watch, fair enough. Because their job should be to call the police every time then. Not to ever enforce it into their own thing. Because I've seen them pull people over. They'll turn their lights on and stuff, and it's like, that's illegal. I will never agree with that. And I have seen them on video pull people over. No, that can't happen. That needs to be stopped. You know what I mean? That cannot happen.
And people who attack people, other journalists for telling the truth, is like, what's going on? Who put this message together for you and hit send? You're citing CNN, but you're also dissing CNN for having produced certain polls. I don't know. You just told us that we couldn't get on CNN, but now you're saying that we have good coverage on CNN. You're all over the place. It seems like you can't put together a coherent thought. Let me tell you something, and this is...
we do have a Muslim police force here in this country, too. It's in Wisconsin, right? Yeah, that's not okay, ever. You know what I mean? And if Jews are doing the same thing here in this country, too, no, absolutely not. Like, I know we have... I hope we don't have a Sharia court. We probably do if we have a police force, which that's awful. Maybe I should actually look into that. Maybe next Saturday. I want to do special live streams on Saturdays. I also want to debate people on Saturdays, like through Omegle and stuff, or like do the more trolling thing, because I like it whenever they get a little more angry. If it's straight up debate, it would probably turn out to be like usually like a nice debate or something like that. But I want a little bit more like just funniness to add to it. You know what I mean? Because I like the reactions. I like when people see I'm wearing a MAGA hat and they're just like, they just react out of nowhere. It's really funny to do that. So I don't know. I have fun. Candace defends Islam. Yeah, exactly. And that's what's crazy too. You know what I mean? Like, why are these people defending Islam of all things? You know, go watch episode of Unsolved Mysteries where the rabbi scams a bunch of banks and flees to Israel, avoid facing charges in the U.S. and Canada. Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not okay. You know, he should be tried. Israel should actually bring him back, literally. I'd say if things like that go on, if we ever have another case like that ever too, I would be pushing to be like, we need to sanction Israel until they give us the guy. You know what I mean? But I'm sure we could have worked it out too. Like, in a sense that, like, Trump probably should be like, hey, this situation needs to be taken care of, you know? But he might not even know about the situation. I didn't know about the situation till you just told me about it. So, you know what I mean? I don't know that Trump would know. So that's kind of something that it's like, maybe it should be brought to his attention. You know what I mean? Maybe he could just handle it. I'm sure that's low on his priority list right now with what's going on in Iran. He's going to have tunnel vision for a bit.
Just reality, okay? Going back to just the rules of the jungle. Okay, let all the politicians and advisors around you evaporate for
is
just a
awesome. I
moment.
love
Just
that
you
guy.
and me, ready? People will not fight beside, behind, or for someone who is fundamentally disloyal. Okay? If disloyalty and deceit is in your nature, then I highly suggest that you combine it with silence. You can be what you are, but I would advise you do it quietly, Trump. Because MAGA is no longer commanded by you, and you know it. You know it. You belong to the Epstein class. That is your legacy now. People will see your name on buildings, whatever was agreed upon in those boardrooms. Jared Kushner.
She's so mad. She's going straight for the insults. You know MAGA doesn't view Trump that way. It's really funny. This is a very funny cope.
Trump, Gaza, hotel, whatever you tweeted, so crass. They will see that. You will earn that. And then when they see it, they will think about how many children had to die or be raped by men on islands so that you could stick the Trump name upon a building. And for clarity, Mr. President, that's not my fault. That's not Megyn Kelly's fault. That's not Tucker Carlson's fault. You made that trade. You chose money above respect. And what an absolute shame that you chose to do that toward the end of your life. Okay, because you can't take money and things and stuff with you when you go, just your soul. And you sold yours for what? Another gilded ballroom? Let me be perfectly clear when I say this. Charlie Kirk, he died free. You will most certainly die a slave. Okay, you are in chains right now, and the entire world can see that perfectly.
Good Lord, she's so mad. All she did was make herself look as bad as the Trump she's calling out. That's all she's doing. Yeah, the Blue Jew. Yeah, he's called the Blue Jew. He's a funny dude. I love him. Absolutely love the guy. His comedy's great. I haven't watched him in a little bit. I need to catch back up. I don't know why. His videos stopped getting recommended, and I kind of fell into an algorithm pit, I guess. Then again, I've been watching so many guitar videos as of late, because since the channel's ramped up a lot more, I get a full dosage of politics every single day. So now when I watch videos, I just don't turn on politics. When I'm done with my videos for the day, I just completely tune out. I play guitar and I watch like guitar videos. Because man, it's a headache reading all of this like anger. You know what I mean? Like dealing with the anger just right in your face all day long. It gets a little rough. You know what I mean?
At best, what you can hope for.
Oh yeah, you guys
in this
should
moment
definitely go talk to Nux, or not talk. Go subscribe to Nux and leave a comment on there. Let him know that I sent you. Everyone should do. I'll send a thing in there because maybe I'll get him on. That would be a lot of fun to get a Nux on this channel. I think that would be a really good time. Let's see, Nux Taku. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm not subscribed to him. That's why I haven't been getting his notification. What happened? Wow. That's crazy. I finished not that long ago watching through all of Nux's Team 4-star reviews. So that was a lot of fun going through. All right, here we go. Nux channel. Yeah, go subscribe to this guy. He's a big YouTuber. You probably won't even notice. It would have to be probably a lot of people to go over there mentioning, like, already sent him. I'm being very ambitious with that. He's not going to notice. But it would be cool if somehow, I could get him ever on here and just have a good time with him, And he could come to my channel, so that way, like, I'm not trying to just jump onto his and, like, get a whole bunch of subscribers off of him or anything. It's like, nah, just come over here. We'll have a fun time. Like, no need. Just have, good time. There's a lot of people who I'd like to get on this channel that I think I would just have fun laughing with. You know what I mean? In general. Nuxtaku is more his clip channel. Oh, is it really? Does he, like, stream on Kick fully? He probably just is on Kick most of the time. So, I don't know. Does he live stream on YouTube at all? I don't think he does. I think he's a Kick exclusive dude.
What happens when...
Oops. Oh yeah, this video I need to watch. Andrew Wilson's wife exposes conservative influencer and causes her to flee podcast. I don't know what that's about. To look at that. I don't think I know those people. Andrew Wilson's the guy that shows up on that whatever podcast, right?
Maybe one day upon the college campuses that you so deeply cherish, they'll teach all about your now tarnished legacy as the perfect modern day example of Plato's allegory of the cave. You familiar with that one? The prisoner chained in a cave. Multiple prisoners chained in a cave with the fire burning behind them,
she is
mistaking
still
shadows on the wall for
seething.
reality. And when one of those prisoners escapes and makes it outside of the cave and into true daylight and sees, oh wait, that's not reality, and they return and they try to tell the other prisoners, no, there's truth and there's actual reality outside, they fight that person. They don't believe it. They call that person crazy. That's you. You are chained inside of a cave right now. And who's making those shadows on the wall, right? At best, the annals of history.
Which controversies of it? I think I went over some of his controversies before, and they weren't like crazy. I think it was a lot of stuff that was like lied about him, like involving Lolly, wasn't it? And like he managed to absolutely prove. I'm pretty confident there was like a whole documentary over it that he managed to prove that he did not do the stuff that they accused him of. So I would. Well, I'll see if I can pull the video up one of these days and we'll watch it together. So don't quote me on it yet. Don't go back on your. I wouldn't say go back on your like how you feel about him yet. Let me actually make sure first and whatnot, and I'll maybe we'll watch it together.
I think within them you will be relegated to a philosophical discussion, the madness of President Trump. People will ask, who made Mr. Trump believe the shadows on the wall were real? The professor will chide the class, and in essays, students will cite the example of the man who was once considered a leader of a movement suddenly reduced.
Why are we still talking like this? Can you like just straight up like show like, I don't know, actual things to back what you're saying instead of just like all these metaphors? Why are we going through metaphor after metaphor after metaphor and just seething coke? This sucks for you, Candace. Like, for real, I'm starting to get embarrassed for you at this point.
To sitting on the side in the Situation Room at the White House while the leader of a foreign country, Benjamin Netanyahu, stands above him, convincing him that Iran represents an imminent threat which can be crippled within weeks. Yeah, the students in that class will be mystified. It will be such a compelling examination. Good discussion.
This is
Bibi is your master. Maybe it's Miriam Adelson that lights the fire and Bibi that makes the shadows on the wall. But the entire world recognizes that now. And though I highly doubt that you will be permitted any opportunity to see what the crowd now thinks of you, I have to do my best to try. So here you are. Take a listen.
I don't know who's whispering to this guy's ear, like freaking Grima Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings, but they're telling you wrong stuff, bro. Half of the people that I grew up with in this movement are not on Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin's team, okay? We aren't neocons. We aren't warhawks. We want America first. And if you make me choose between America first and MAGA, it's America first all day. That's what MAGA was supposed to be. You were just the best vessel for it, bro. Don't get it twisted.
But as bad as he is, as corrupt as he's gotten, the insider trading, all of it, I'm really glad he's differentiating, saying you're not with me, because I'm not with you. I want to be your cool, corrupt kid, Howard Ludden.
So I got a question, though. Whenever Charlie came out and he was like, hey, Iran gave Trump no choice and, back Trump 100%. And people all back Trump 100% on Iran. You didn't see a whole bunch of people, like, defecting from that. And Charlie kind of held it together up until the very end, you know what I mean? And he never contradicted himself on that. He never said, oh, no, Trump is getting us into something we should be worried about, which is weird that he wouldn't go public with that, right? If he actually felt the opposite. So why don't we give Trump at least the chance first? Why don't we, if this becomes one of those whole like operations that takes years, why don't we let it get to that point first before we're like, yeah, Trump screwed this up? Why are we preemptively saying that Trump is doing this for years and he got us into another forever war without at least seeing if it goes that way? You know what I mean? Why not give him the opportunity? Because none of us are capable of stopping this at this point. Like, let me give you an example. If you think a Democrat is going to get into office next and all of a sudden be like, we got to pull out of these wars, I would actually like recommend you check yourself into a clinic because you're insane. You know what I mean? Who are we going to get put into office that would stop it and get us out of this war at this point? I'm genuinely curious. Because there's nobody. So why not give Trump the opportunity? As we've known him, anytime he gets into a conflict, it's over so freaking fast. Every time we've gotten into any type of conflict with Trump, or Trump has gotten into any type of conflict, it's been a very fast end. Why don't we at least give it the chance? Just curious. I will see you later, Eclectic. Sorry.
Jeffrey Epstein class table. Thank you so much for delineating that I'm not with you, a sinking, burning ship. He wasn't loyal to his original mission. He wasn't loyal to America. And he became a creature of Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu. And all of his Never Trumper enemies are now the courtiers with the madness of King Lear, telling him the lies and worshiping him the way he wants to hear it. And I am not one of those people.
This proves one of many things. The first thing, he shouldn't be in office anymore. Implement the 25th. He's not loyal to this country, and he's not loyal to anybody. Well, except for that little country in the Middle East. It's almost like he does what he's told. And the last president to tell that little country no was JFK, and we all know what happened to him. It's like Donald Trump. How can you call them losers when you lose to Bibi Netanyahu in Israel every single day?
But that's a straw man argument. You have not shown any proof whatsoever that Trump is following Netanyahu's orders at all. Like, not even the tiniest bit of evidence. You know what I mean? Like, that's just speculation. Is it possible? Yeah, it absolutely is possible Trump's controlled by Bibi Netanyahu. But I would need proof. And I would need a really strong motivation. Like, how in the world would Israel have full control over our government with the minimal amount of resources that they have? Who in Israel could possibly pay Trump enough or pay enough people to genuinely have them under their command? You know what I mean? It doesn't make much sense to me. So I need evidence to back it. Sitting there saying, just think about it from this perspective. A place the size of New Jersey has control over all 50 states in the United States. Do you understand how much proof that's going to take for me to believe that? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I am saying I really want evidence for that because that is a wild claim to make.
When's the last time you told them no to anything?
He said Brigitte Macron is far more beautiful than Candace Owens.
All I can say is he's blind.
That's all across the internet. Take your...
She still had to get a zinger in this much after the tweet. She still had to make sure she found a video that someone complimented Candace, and she found only one person in their 90s to compliment her. That's wild. You couldn't get like a good-looking dude? Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I guess you don't want to make your husband jealous of the dude that would compliment you. Because Candace can't have no competition. If there was a dude that came out and was like, man, Candace looks good. You know what I mean? That was really good looking. Her husband saw it. He'd be like, dang. Could have had that man. Instead of Mandis. Yeah. I won't say it. Never mind. I won't be mean. Never mind.
Pick left and right. People understand that message was really your basket of deplorables moment. I mean, even on Truth Social.
Okay, I'll show you what I mean. I'll show it. I don't have to. Okay, hold on. It's what's her name? Cindy? Not Cindy. It's who's Cindy's friend? Who is Cindy's friend and who is friend in Scary Movie? Brandon. Okay. Here we go. Brandon Scary Movie. There we go.
22! 25! 6!
Oh, this isn't it. No. Oh my god, does this shirt make me look gay? No. How about now? I love that. Dang it, where is it? Oh, here it is. The Brenda football. When he's like, he gets her to put on the pads and stuff. He's secretly gay. And then he starts going up. And he does the thing where it's like, he's saying, oh, it's in a different language? Great. He's saying, yeah, Brandon. She's like, what? You know what I mean? He's like, Brenda, you know? But anyway, he dresses her all up in football gear and pretends she's a dude. That's kind of the whole thing about it. But anyway, just saying, you don't want that to have happened to her, right? I hope it doesn't happen with her. Maybe she does dress up in football gear for her husband. Anna, we are loyal to Israel because they have intelligence embedded all throughout the Middle East. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. They are a very crucial ally. But is that enough for Israel to control the government, to be like, we'll withhold information? Because I kind of feel like it's like, if Israel wasn't giving us information and something was going to happen in the Middle East, nukes. You know what I mean? We just carpet bomb. If something like that were to happen. I feel like the United States is better at gathering intelligence in general, and we're better at making weapons than Israel. So I just can't believe that Israel would control all of us unless there's proof. I mean, if somebody does show me proof, obviously I'm not going to go against the evidence. That'd be psychotic. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I need evidence, you know. And I know that's not what you meant, Anna. I know that's not what you were meaning. But I'm just saying, like, using you as an example, like, we do have intelligence. I just don't see the intelligence being so valuable that they would be able to control us. I don't know. I'm willing to be wrong as long as I'm proven wrong.
Your very own platform, they've turned on you. Let's go through just some of these responses, okay? What? You are way out of line. Most of these people, especially Alex Jones, have been your day ones. That's correct.
Oh my God, she is still trying to find people that agree. Like, she's still seething. How long does this video need to go on for?
When no one...
20 minutes of her ranting about this. 20 minutes, guys. She is ranting about Trump's tweet.
Would have you on. When no media company would have you on, Alex Jones had you on his show. This person continues, you need to take a step back and take a good hard look at who is whispering in your ear and get back to America first. Next person, Trump, you are just going against everyone that fought for him to win just because of the Epstein files and being at war with Iran for Israel, but didn't leave MAGA left them. Clearly you are insane. Time to resign, Donald, or face the 25th. You are mentally and emotionally unfit to be POTUS. You are so childish. Clearly, the truth has triggered you, being one of your biggest supporters. I am done with you and your lies. Look at the mess that you have gotten our country into by bending the knee to a monster.
She's not going after the small comments. She's going after the long, scathing ones. This is broken. This is broken, Candace.
I could go on and on, but I have to say that when I was looking online, in my view, what was the most brutal and sadly a recurring response all across social media was this. Take a look at this tweet about Charlie. People were saying that Charlie would be on this list if they hadn't killed him. Like I said, many people said that in different ways. Charlie would be on this list.
I disagree so hard. So hard. No, he absolutely would not. He's been against Candace Owens for how long? How long is he different from all of Candace Owens? For the most part. It's been a while. He's been differing with her. He's been separate from her for a long time. He's had to come out at many things going, I don't see eye to eye with Candace, but she's my friend. You know what I mean? Like, do you really think he would see eye to eye with you now? I don't believe that for a second. This Trisha Hope person is just an absolute, like, fangirl of Candace Owens. I see her posting constantly in favor of Candace. So it's like, yeah, sure, whatever you want to believe. She's so biased on this. But you're using her, okay.
If they hadn't killed him. So you should probably take a second to fully absorb what is being implied there. What is being implied there is that there is no truth and there is no loyalty within you. And for that reason, I genuinely pity you. I am not angry. I am not upset. I don't want to rant at you.
Isn't that lady a liberal? She's not a liberal, is she? Well, who was that? Again, hold on. At 2117, Trisha Hope. Okay, hold on. What a face. Trisha Hope. J6 activist. Oh, okay, she's this person. Gotcha. Holding Congress accountable for their lack of representation. All that. Okay. J6 activist. Gotcha. Yeah. I've seen her post a lot for Candace. She stands for Candace all of the time. For sure. Because I could just kind of show you. She really likes Candace a lot. A lot. Just letting you know. She likes Candace a whole lot. So I see her often. And this is the person that she's using as a source to prove that just random people, you know, tweet this out. Yeah. No, it's not just a random person, Candace. That's like your biggest fan.
You are in a situation that I would never want to be in. Surrounded by advisors who hate you to their core. But they understand you. They know how to insulate you. They know how to watch you and encourage you to self-destruct because they perceive you as weak. And weakness is a means for them to fulfill their own ends. Sadly, you've now lived long enough to become everything that you once claimed Hillary Clinton was. Respectfully.
You know what's a fun fact, too? The fact that she was like, I was forced to come in today and, you know, do an episode on my day off. But she's in her set with her producers and all of that. She had her makeup artist. I didn't even think of this. Her makeup artist did all of this. You realize that, right? Look at her eyes. See what I'm saying? Like, she got full makeup on her cheeks everywhere. Her makeup artist came in too? How did she get all these people to come in on this day? This was definitely planned. You know what I mean? It was very much planned for Candace to be on camera that day. She got all this done for this video. Just an interesting little tidbit on that.
We'll be right back after a brief break. All right, you guys.
I don't want to hear your crap. Let's go here.
No, there's just something about men when they don't keep their word, right? It's like women can be catty.
Oh, there you go. Okay. See, typical leftist grouping. Men. You know, typical feminist talking point. You know, something about men. You know what I mean? Like, do you need me to say, there's something about women? You know, just women. That'd be a real classy thing for me to start doing, right, Candace? Good job. Nice leftism.
But when men are wishy-washy and they stab people in the back, it hits different. And CNN actually, which I guess Trump is watching for their polls, their reliable polls, put together a pretty brutal montage of Trump. Take a look at this.
I just mentioned a name, a woman who I saw the other night on television just rip some poor idiot apart. Megyn Kelly is here, and she's doing, come up here, Megyn. By the way, I'm having a great time up here. Are you having a good time? This guy, is he the greatest interviewer? Candace Owens, I watched her, and I saw her coming. I said, you know, I'm pretty good at star power. I say, that's a star. I just want to finish.
Hey, Candace, quick question, though. Who was the first one to talk bad about each other? Did you start talking bad about Trump first, or did he start talking about you poorly first? Kind of hits a little different, you know, whenever all of a sudden he's Julius Caesared and has all of his top people stabbing him in the back. And for what? Literally what? You can't even decide what Trump did that was wrong. That's the problem with Candace. She doesn't even know what Trump did that's wrong. She started saying Trump ended Charlie before we started getting involved in Iran. She was already against Trump. So what happened, Candace? Because it wasn't Iran that made you go against Trump at all. Not even close. So why were you going after Trump before all of this? Because most people, you've jumped on the whole like, oh, well, Trump bad because of Iran. But most of the people that have hopped on board with you nowadays don't even know that you didn't like Trump before the Iran stuff took place. See what I'm saying? So what's that about? And she would never be able to tell you beforehand. She will only cite Iran. That's going to be it. She was already blaming Trump for Charlie's death before the Iran stuff happened. But, okay.
By saying your reputation's amazing, I will not let you down. You will be very, very impressed.
So the obvious question is what or who changed Donald Trump, right? How does one go from making friends with people, fighting beside people, promising?
You started talking crap about him first. What do you mean? Did you expect Trump to still praise you after all the crap you talked? Really? That's a wild take. Huh. That is a heck of a perspective to have. I don't even know what to say about that.
Being very explicit in his guarantee, promising no new wars, right? No new wars in the Middle East. We're going to lower gas prices, to suddenly insider trading, right? That looks like that happened recently. Never ending wars. We're everywhere fighting all the time, and we're never being told. No one's articulating a reason as to why we're going.
You're going to feel really dumb when this war ends. This is going to be crazy.
Down to Venezuela, why we're speaking about Greenland, and all of a sudden, oh, okay, here we are going to Iran, despite the fact that nobody wants to go. Not even the people in the armed services. They don't know. Everybody is saying there's no need to do this, and he does it, right? Who is guiding?
Notice how she stammered around that. Not even people in the armed service, you know, and then she keeps going. Really? Can you show me proof of that?
That Megyn Kelly is asking the right questions on Piers Morgan. Take a listen.
And so what led Trump, at 79 years old, to sit in there in that Situation Room when Bibi Netanyahu was seated as an equal?
Yeah.
Trump didn't even sit at the head of the table. Trump sat at the side of the table, and Bibi was across from him as an equal in the American Situation Room. What led him to sit there and buy what that guy was selling, hook, line, and sinker?
Is that not typical? I'll look into that. Is it weird for Bibi Netanyahu to sit across from Trump as an equal? Does he normally like put people not as equals on the stage there? I mean, I know he shows himself in front of the camera, but in the Situation Room, he doesn't treat people as equal. He just walks all over them all the time and is mean to them. Okay, I wonder if that's the case.
When every other president was able to see through that liar. What was it? Because he was told the next day by our own top advisors, from the chairman of the Joint Chiefs to the Secretary of State to the Vice President, that these are lies and that these objectives are not going to be attainable. Don't believe him.
Well,
that's
Megan,
a
I
good
think
point.
Tucker
Trump did manage to get Candace off of Erica for a bit.
Actually has the right idea. So he published this letter, and I'm going to read it. He writes, he's in a tough spot, referring to President Donald Trump. Establishment media never reports this, but the Israeli government has a storied history of blackmailing U.S. presidents. Perhaps the most jarring example occurred in the 90s when Israel used recordings of Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky, phone sex sessions as leverage to pressure Clinton into releasing convicted spy Jonathan.
I mean, just genuinely just speculation. All right.
And Pollard from prison. We are not joking, that really happened. The phone sex story is worth remembering as President Trump attempts to end the Iran war. Like many other things Israel has done, it shows that America's special ally is willing to play very dirty to achieve its goals. Dark money, campaign contributions, extortion, physical threats, and even assassination. In their anti-Christian worldview, the end always justifies the means. They have no issue destroying lives. Israel's current top priority is making sure Operation Epic Fury does not stop. They know the U.S. fighting their war for them is the best chance at expanding their borders and becoming a global superpower, and a peace deal would foil their plot. Based on the country's past, its leaders are doubtlessly willing to push as hard and as necessary to ensure the bloodshed continues. That could mean Clinton-style blackmail against Trump or something far more morbid. We do not know for sure whether that is happening, but the mere possibility is haunting enough to keep the president up at night. He is under a level of pressure that most people cannot fathom, with rabid Israel firsters viciously harassing him anytime he dares to stray even slightly from their favorite country's agenda. Their shameless pursuit is steadfast enough to make even a man like Donald Trump go mad. They are as persistent as any group in history, no matter how well the White House has treated them in the past. They are never grateful. They always want more, and they refuse to give the president even an inch of breathing room. It is an unrelenting full court press. We decided to write this after Trump published a Truth Social post attacking our company, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones, each of whom supported him for years. Rather than engaging in petty name-calling, we want to give the president some grace. He is facing a level of pressure that is dark enough to make him abandon his campaign promises and morph into the precise kind of politician he once vowed to destroy. He would not have let that happen unless his personal stakes...
I mean, this is all genuinely just, like, speculation about, like, Israel holding this, like, stuff over Bill Clinton and whatnot. Like, maybe. It'd be interesting to know. But proof? Like, perhaps maybe you guys should prove this to us first before telling us a story?
Were really high. We hope he overcomes.
I don't know.
It's very kind of them. It is good to have grace. Like I said, I don't feel angry at him. You can't be angry because there was nothing that landed. There was no truth in what he posted. Ironically, being posted on Truth Social.
I believe this was Tucker Carlson that wrote this, right?
Who's going to be upset about... Brigitte Macron is hot. There's something that is so fundamentally childish about what he published. Everybody who disagrees with me is low IQ. People can say, can see which way the wind is blowing on this. And I do want to comment and share something.
Oh, see you later, Nikki. Thank you for being here.
That I hadn't shared before. And I don't know if it means something, but it's something that has always lived inside of me, which was something that Charlie Kirk told me before he passed and something that Andrew Colvett confirmed to me.
Oh, God. Here's going to be something that's definitely going to be fact-checkable, right?
This is, again, when everybody was good, and obviously things are not the same between me and Andrew Colvett because I don't believe him. I just don't believe him. But before it was announced that...
Bill Clinton didn't actually release Jonathan Pollard? Oh. Heavily pressured by Israel officials to grant clemency. But, okay. Clinton refused. Okay, then. Yeah. So she didn't even get that right. Uh-oh.
Adelson gave Trump $100 million. This was, I think it was announced in July or just before July of 2024.
I'll look into it more, though.
And I was told by Charlie that he and Andrew Colvett were present for that meeting with Donald Trump. And the reason that Charlie told me the story, and again, I could go back and try to figure out when exactly the discussion happened. I want to say it was May. So I knew that money went through, and I knew what she wanted in exchange for $100 million. What Charlie and Andrew Colvett told me was that she said that she wanted in exchange for Trump to allow them to annex, not Gaza, but the West Bank. I was stunned by this. I think it has since made the news. But of course, this is like a totally different pretense on October 7th. Hamas is not in the West Bank, and that is what she wanted in exchange. After she said this...
Surely she's got proof of this, though, right?
To Trump. Trump went, wherever Charlie was, Trump was adjusting his tie and looking in the mirror, and he said, I'm going to take her money, and then I'll F her over. Okay. I'm hearing this from Charlie, who was there first person, and Andrew, who confirmed this. Andrew was also there. That nobody else was there but Andrew and Charlie when Trump said this.
Okay. Well, then let's see if Andrew refutes it, right? He shouldn't have to, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see if he ends up refuting it or if he ends up saying that it's confirmed. I'll give him the chance to, like, go one way or the other, but if he doesn't say anything at all, I'm just going to automatically not believe Candace.
A few weeks later, there was the Butler attempted assassination. And I find it very strange that Donald Trump is not interested or has appeared to be completely disinterested in determining who fired that shot. There were a lot of holes in that story. I didn't go down that rabbit hole, but I do know.
Well, the one that fired the shot's dead. He probably knows that. You'd have to assume that there was another shot. Okay? You'd definitely have to assume that. It's an assumption. And we went over the audio to see if it was another shot and whatnot, and it's complete bunk.
that once you assume office and you have the power to get more information and put more information out there, it's weird that he was satisfied just moving on from that. And I do remember watching.
I mean, look, if all the evidence points to this dude literally doing it and he was taken care of, like, and Trump probably obviously knew that he was having issues with Secret Service. Remember how they were refusing to protect him and stuff? They were trying to get rid of his rights to have it. Do you not remember all the stuff that led up to it? The Democrats, yet again, trying to get him ended. Remember, they were trying to remove his security, his Secret Service, and then that happened. Come on, this isn't hard. This isn't difficult. Every time you bring up some part of what happened, you leave out the fact that Democrats were behind it. It's wild how that works, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Don Trump Jr. on stage when someone sort of prodded him on that and are you satisfied with the conclusion of what happened in Butler? That Don Trump Jr. kind of said, I'm not, but my father is, and that's that. It just kind of got hushed up. And I had wondered in my mind if it got back to me that Trump said that, if it maybe got back to the Adelsons that Trump said that. You don't take $100 million from a family of, I would say, gangsters, right? You're in gambling. It's not exactly an industry. I'm talking about Sheldon. That's where they made money on. You don't take that kind of money and then express to people that you're planning on just screwing the person over. I just have a lot of questions.
Yeah, I don't think that ever happened. I think you're just lying
about that. And it all transpired very quickly. And I just wanted to share that, especially in the context of Tucker saying we should have some grace, and clearly something happened and presidents have been assassinated in the past. And I do think that we have all noted this shift in him since Butler, Pennsylvania. Again, that is all I know. Not pointing the finger or assigning any blame, but I think we all have questions about how quickly Trump wanted to sort of close the book on Butler, Pennsylvania. And I will leave it at that. We know in many ways that Trump has done various deals with various kinds of devils. He is definitively surrounded by certifiable lunatics, one of them being Laura Loomer. And that's putting it mildly. I mean, she has been
how very kind of you, Candace. Very adult.
Committed multiple times by her own family. She once chained herself to X, to Twitter headquarters. It was actually Twitter when she did this, and wore a yellow star. She's not even Jewish. If you ask her to produce a photo of her bat mitzvah, she cannot, because she was not bat mitzvahed and she's not Jewish.
Okay. You're also not a Catholic then, because you've never been confirmed. There we go. Fair game? Fair enough, right? You're not a Catholic. You were never confirmed. There you go. Well, yeah, that was super easy, wasn't it? I guess if we're, comparing apples to apples, why do you always put yourself in that situation, Candace? Why? How is it that it's always easy to get exactly what you throw on someone right back over onto you? Stop doing that. Stop making this easy for me. It's starting to get boring.
It's just something she's playing the part of. It's one of her many personalities. And she proudly promotes the fact that she is one of Trump's closest advisor. A certifiable lunatic is one of his closest advisors. And she yesterday proudly promoted the fact that she was behind his tweet last night to me and Tucker and Meghan, but to Tucker Carlson in particular. Take a listen to her being braggadocious.
But the president has had enough of Tucker and yeah, I'm just going to admit it. I send the president Tucker Carlson's clip so he can see the that he says about him. I do. And I want that Tucker Carlson to know that I'm the one who knifed him from the front. I want him to know. I'm not talking about physical violence, physical knifing, but yeah, I'm the one that sent the president all your Tucker, because he deserves to see the fact that you are lying about him and you are smearing him and you are saying the most vile things about our country and our president, and you are creating so much chaos. You're going to cause the Democrats to take the House and the Senate, and you are endangering our national security by whitewashing this barbaric death cult ideology known as Islam.
Yeah, Candace was telling the truth in that dream, I bet.
So I just hope that he knows that, yes, Tucker, there are people out there who actually have the courage to take your drivel and take your bullshit to the president
Dr.
and to
Green,
stand up against
know.
you. I don't know who Tucker Carlson thinks he is. He thinks he's so popular. Even President Trump today called him out and said he's like a third-rate podcaster. I don't know why Tucker Carlson thinks he's so special. He's not. He's not special. He is endangering the lives of Christians, of Catholics, of Jews, and all non-Muslims in the way that he continues to whitewash this death cult ideology and the way that he continues to incite violence against evangelicals.
I understand where Laura Loomer's coming from. She should dial it back a little bit, though. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. These are commentators. You know what I mean? I know that what Candace Owens is doing is pretty sick. Okay? And yes, there's ways that they could be putting people in danger, usually specific people. You know what I mean? I believe Candace Owens' rhetoric, focusing on Erica Kirk, could lead to more violence or something along those lines to a degree. Now, I don't think the base she's talking to will ever get violent, because a lot of the times, even most Republicans that Candace has converted to her side on this issue, I still would say is a less likely chance to be violent than Democrats, just as a whole. All that being said, look, honestly, I don't think Tucker could say, as he could go full-fledged Islam and be like, death to America, right? And I don't think he's necessarily going to make things that much more dangerous because his audience is full of not nearly as dangerous people as leftist audiences. You know what I mean? Tucker Carlson could go out and do that. You're not going to radicalize a bunch of right-wing people to start all of a sudden going and attacking their own. Just saying. Way less likely. Okay. Oh, sweet. Thank you, Amy. Is that how you'd say that? Amy, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Nice super sticker. I can't like it or anything, though. That's weird. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for that. Yeah, it's not as likely to happen. You see what I'm saying? So I think he's being a little hyperbolic here saying Tucker Carlson's putting people in danger. I don't think so, because Tucker Carlson would have to be signaling to the left for the most part and to a bunch of Muslims. And as much as I see that they're selling out, I don't think they're having that many people subscribe to him. I don't think a whole bunch of left-wing people and a whole bunch of Muslims are like, oh, let's go all subscribe to Tucker Carlson mass amounts. You know what I mean? It's just not as likely. So it would be very minimal. So I think Laura should back off the hyperbole just a bit.
And Jewish Americans, and even the president himself.
One of his top advisors, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, in all fairness, maybe he could be putting the president in danger. That's like a single person that he's signaling against. Possibly, maybe a little more. Again, Tucker's got more of a sensible audience, even if some of them have lost their mind and decided to defend Candace Owens. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, just saying.
More can we say other than to present it? I think by now, the majority of Americans understand that the true death cult is Israel. You can't fill them to the brim with enough murder. It is very clear what the Likud government is.
Well, for sure, but I'm talking about in America. You know what I mean? Like, in Iran, maybe they're playing him, but, I mean, these people would have to be making their way to America.
Murderous. They have a particular knack for murdering children. I truly believe that they celebrate it. I've seen videos of them celebrating it. They love the idea of the water being turned off, they're poisoning people in Lebanon. If you're wondering with what, pay attention, Maha moms. Remember when the Monsanto thing, Trump went back on phosphorus and Monsanto. Well, that was because Israel needed it to poison people in Lebanon. That's the reality.
No, that's not the reality. It was very well explained. The problem is right now is our farmers are locked into a massive system with Monsanto. Or not that Monsanto exists anymore, but you get what I'm saying. The chemicals that Monsanto made, whatever company owns them now. What are they called now? Over in Germany owns them. It's like some weird. Oh God, what are the names? Bayer, I think it is, right? Is it Bayer? I think Bayer owns all of it now. But we're locked into the system where all of our farmers are kind of screwed. If we were to get rid of the Monsanto system right now, our farms would not be able to keep up with production, and it would tank our economy. Now's the worst possible time during this whole Iran war thing to have that happen. He's not gonna go back on that, and he may never go back on it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I understood the argument in the sense that if we turned it all off at once right now with the farming and all the chemicals and stuff they're using, it would collapse. Like, they wouldn't, imagine all the money they would have to spend to start using, like, people going out there picking weeds and stuff like they used to. On top of the rising gas prices. There'd be a horrific combination all at once, right? America's pretty mad right now about the gas prices going up. And they haven't even gone up nearly as much as Germany or anything like that. Not even close. We're still at pre-COVID gas prices. So, I guess like pre-lockdown gas prices. Not COVID itself, because they were pretty cheap whenever COVID first rolled in. So like, during like 2021 hardcore lockdowns, our gas is still cheaper. But people are freaking out. Now, imagine if our food supply took a massive hit because they had to hire on a bunch of workers to pick weeds. I'm just saying we couldn't do it all at once.
Of the circumstances that we live in. Everyone was betrayed. Trump, I don't even believe Trump today would get the support of Jewish Americans. The majority is of Jewish Americans. I got to tell you, my inbox is getting pretty filled to the brim of people who are Jewish Americans, rabbis even, who write me and say, you are right about Sabbatianism and Frankism, and the Likud party is not at all, is not a reflection. We've been fighting this battle for decades to get Jewish Americans and Jewish people worldwide to recognize that there is a cult that's claiming to be Jewish, and they are not, and that they are emerging. It's very clear who they are. The way that they respond to death is not natural. It is unnatural. The way they celebrate it, the way they crave it. It's never enough. They like the idea of people dying, of being torn apart from their families. It is like they are sacrificing it to a demon, because they are. That's what a death cult is. They believe in sacrifices, and I will forever maintain that.
I know Candace has probably millions of Muslim subscribers. I'm talking about Muslims in America. I don't think like she just turned on one day and all of a sudden was like, okay, I have millions of American Muslim subscribers. You know what I mean? Like that didn't just happen overnight. She would have to be collecting them over time. She's just started doing this whole like Trump thing, like, what is it, a year ago? A year and a half ago? There's no way all of a sudden she's just built up millions and millions of Muslims in America in that time. Same with Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson just started on this anti-Trump thing like, what, 3 or 4 months ago? You know what I mean? It's not like, bam, all of a sudden instant millions of Muslims. He'd have to build it first, you know? Right now, he's playing soft on his channel. Why is Tucker Carlson not going as hard as Candace Owens right now? Because Candace Owens has been doing this for a year and a half versus Tucker's 3 or 4 months. He doesn't want to burn all of his subscribers up at once. It's going to be a slow process of getting all these people on board with him on top of getting new subscribers. It's going to take time. He doesn't have all these people yet. So, just saying.
The first casualty of the Iranian war was Charlie Kirk. I believe he was sacrificed by this death cult. That's my opinion, and I am going to stick to that. And despite the
yeah, I'm not forcing her. She could speak whatever she wants. I'm just saying what she's saying is retarded, and I'm allowed to say that. I can think things are retarded. Literally, my free speech. So how about you don't tell me what to say, right? Holy crap, dude. Why are you so triggered? Don't talk down to me.
Threats to sue. Money isn't
ridiculous.
Everything. In fact, it's almost nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing.
You can agree.
That's the truth.
Instantly you start disagreeing on one thing and you're just like, I think you need to stop. It's just like, okay. Wow. Cool. I didn't go that hard on Laura Loomer the way you're treating me right now. I didn't even treat Laura Loomer like that. I can have an opinion. I don't know if they're the most dangerous ideology in the world, but yeah, they are a dangerous ideology. I agree. You know, but are they actually like the most dangerous ideology in the world? I'm sure there's some that probably go way beyond that. There's a lot of extremist stuff. You know, there's Jim Jones. I'd say that's a pretty extreme ideology, right? You know what I mean? Pretty sure everybody mass drinking Kool-Aid's pretty dangerous and stuff. There's equivalents out there for sure. There are people who all lit themselves on fire. You know what I mean? There are people who go after other people with ideologies, you know? There are people who believe that they have to kill other people in names of other things. I don't know. I'd say probably the abortion ideology is pretty dangerous too. Is it more dangerous than Islam or not? I don't know, because Islam's against abortions, I believe. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, it's not just all black and white and everything's like, you know, the most evil ideology in all of one. I think it's kind of on a perspective. You know what I mean? Some people think Islam's going to be a lot more ideologically awful. I would tend to say that probably Marxism is the most dangerous ideology out of all ideologies in the world. You know what I mean? Pretty confident that that's my opinion. You know what I mean? That's the most dangerous ideology in the world. Massive amounts of concentration camps. Marxism's killed more people in the world than any other ideology, period. You know what I'm saying? I think it's, you know, we could probably cool off on this a little bit.
Things like when you just look at the people that are around him, they're such maniacs that were very memeable. I think people were just saying.
Oh, yeah, you're demanding me educate myself. Yeah, because I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
This is the end of MAGA. MAGA is dead. Had me feeling a little bit like Charlie Kirk. I was like, like Erica Kirk. You know, MAGA is dead. It's over. Not to be morbid. What are the merch sales? Where are the merch sales? We need merch. MAGA is dead. It's over. We do have some great merch right now. That's up on the website. I'll show you guys some of that. Of course.
Are we already at the merch? Great. Nut jobs. I don't care about that. Whoa, we had a funny face there. Dang. And I lost it. That's a bummer. I don't know if I want to go over comments, guys. It looks like a Titan here. One more thing. Oh, come on. Dang it. That was a good, oh. Dang, she put the finger down just a little bit. Nope. There we go. One more thing. There we go. Kind of ish. You know what I mean. Oh, well. I didn't say what they can and can't say ever, though. Like, that's the problem. I've never said, don't you dare say this. Don't do that. I just said I think she needs to cool off and get off the hyperbole. Like, oh my God, man. I'm just saying I don't think she needs to be so hyperbolic. You know what I mean? Why is that a problem? I don't think she needs to be so hyperbolic. I genuinely don't. You know? Alrighty, let's go over some of the Jeremy stuff before I have to get off here. Because I think that's what we need to do next now. Well, that was an interesting episode. I can't believe for like 50 minutes she absolutely seethes on Trump. That is a crazy like amount of time to be angry and ranting and raving about like the fact that Trump thinks you're ugly. Like, that's wild. That really stung Candace. That's wild. Julie Wiss, Artie, check out each of the accounts she used on screen as comments, the ones saying the anti-Trump stuff. All of them? Yeah, we could do that. Maybe I should pay attention to that. Let's see. Who were they? Where was it at? Probably over here, right? There we go. Mark Winslow, Fred Jones, Save America 2022. Misty Fields is a real person. I mean, man, I bet all these are bots, aren't they? Mark Winslow. Let's take a look. Thank you for that 5, by the way, Julie. Thank you very much. Let me see. Mark Winslow. It's a cat picture. He's got the original name, though. Is it a banned account? Wow. Where? Doesn't even pop up. Interesting. Mark Winslow. Lost my support at Real Donald Trump. Let me see here. Mark Winslow. Interesting. Well, I don't see him there. So I can't find that account. At Fred W. Jones. Fred W. Jones. Got Abraham, like a young shaven Abraham Lincoln. And, yeah. Okay, latest. Top. It doesn't even have anybody like that. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Save America 2022. Save America 2022. Wow. Is it case sensitive at all? Let me just make sure. No? Well. This is interesting. Okay. Misty Fields. Let me just see. Pretty sure I've seen this account. Misty Fields. That's, I think this is her? No. No, it's definitely not. Let me just at Misty Fields. No. It'd be the original one. So this one. This has to be her, right? Yeah, this has to be her. All protected. That's weird. Why? Doesn't look like it would be her. MISTY. Huh. That doesn't really look like her, though. She's so thin. Not that this person looks bigger, she just looks... I don't know, it's just a weird angle. Huh. This is weird, guys. I can't find any of these accounts. Oh, these are Truth Social posts. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Is that what she said? Here?
Blind.
That's all across the internet. Take your pick, left and right. People understand that message was really your basket of deplorables moment. I mean, even on Truth Social, your very own platform, they've turned on you.
Okay. All right, let's check it out. Do I have to create an account? Can I sign in? Shoot. Okay, I'll see if I can remember my site. Wait a minute. Okay. Nope. Oh, this username does not exist. Okay. Maybe this? That username does not exist. Okay. Okay. Phone number. Wow. Actually, I think I managed to get in. Hold on a second. I got to do a 2-factor. I might be able to get in my Truth Social account. Heck yeah. 237. Okay. There we go. Wow. Why is this on? Okay. Heck yeah. I'm still Arthur Messier here. I need to change my name. Okay. Let's see. So let's find these people now. Oof. I would not like to wake up with that staring over me. Okay. How about this? Deported number. Okay. Deportation news. 19 followers. Live Portland tracker. Can't be reached. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. It hasn't posted since 2025. What? Hold on. Okay, I'll go to replies. 2025. Am I missing something? Did I click the wrong? Oh, wait. Replies. 2 days ago. Okay, he ran on No New Wars. Okay. Maybe tell Israel. I don't know. These look legit, right? March 10th. Thomas Massey is amazing. Okay. They've been hating on Trump forever. Okay. Heavy prison time. Okay. Voted for mass deportations. Okay. Well, no, fairness, he is a deportation channel. I can understand him actually being upset by that. But that is one aspect of it. Okay, how about Cali Maga 69? Okay, that's great. Okay. How many of these are there? Is this like a default? Oh, I wonder if this is a default picture. Okay. Why don't these... Wait, hold on. Why haven't these people posted anything since like 2025, though? And then all the replies, they're all reply guys after that, right? Oh, wait. Isn't... So nothing since July 15th, and then all of a sudden he replies. One time. 2 days ago. Is there going to be a pattern where all of these were in the same day? Only... Weird. I wonder how many of these accounts are hacked. Okay, Marbles 22. This is a weird one. Definitely pinning this. Marbles 22. No, I don't. Click replies. 10 minutes ago, 57 minutes ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4. Wow, this person's really on it. Just replies to Trump all day long. Okay. One day. Okay, maybe not. This might be a real person, maybe. I think they live on the internet a little too much. Okay. It's literally Donald Trump on every one of these. Jack Posobiec. Okay. At least it's someone by themselves now. He started this mess for oh, it's about Trump, though. Okay. You're insane. Donald's truly insane. Okay. Time for the 25th. All right. This is crazy. Okay. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat much. Why did you want me to look at the people? Or were you just curious about them? Like maybe that was, no. We're always against Trump. Let's see. Let's go to when he last praised Trump. I don't know that this account ever praised Trump. Wow, man. You know what's funny is I don't like tweet this often or anything like that, and yet I like have an online presence. What is this dude doing with his life? We are just back at February. I feel like I don't have this many. And even if I did, I have somewhat of an excuse with a channel, right? Like I'm trying to interact and get people involved. But this, why? Wow. We are still not back in 2025. This is a literal wall of TDS, yeah. Okay, we're in December now. Let's slow it down a bit. Breitbart, now there's a reliable source. Criticizing Breitbart, huh? Okay, yeah. Donald Trump, replying to Donald Trump still. Replying to Donald Trump. Wow, man. Prices on everything continue to rise. Actually, things were really good in December and January. What is he talking about? Okay. Still replying to Trump here. Okay. Wow, this is a professional Trump hater. Hey, what's snooty? Okay, you're in a cult. Okay, October of 2024. You look ridiculous at Trump. This guy's been hating on Trump since 2024. So this is way before Charlie Kirk or anything like that. Candace, this doesn't count. You got a Trump hater here. These aren't his supporters. This person's not a supporter. Sleepy down here is not a supporter. So real deportation news might be a real one. Quirkham? Okay, this... Oh, please don't be anything weird. Hey, boy. Yeah, we can't be up here. Let's see. Oh, it's with a K. Let's see, there he is. This might be a real person, maybe, but they have quite the flag here, huh? What is happening right now? Okay. All right, it just threw me all the way down here. Why? See how... Man, wow. Okay, can I just, like, go straight to your... Nope. Okay. All right, well, that's cool. Alrighty, guys. You're going too fast. Please wait a moment. Try again. Jeez. Okay. Truth. All right. Anyway, happily retired Democratic Socialist. I'm not even going to have to scroll through any of this. Okay. Good job, Candace. The gray area. Ugh, I bet it's the rainbow area. Isn't that a podcast, actually? The gray area? I misspelled this. Gray area. Oh, good. Because gray has to have two stupid... Oh. Did he delete it? The gray area. Yeah. I guess so. Okay. Unfortunate. Unless I'm certain... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. No matching profiles. Right. Let me go through all these. I'll just go back home. Okay. The gray area. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Blakey 1284. So far, we found one possible real tweet Was it? Did I say Blakey 184? Blakey 1284. Okay. BLAKEY 1284. Y 1284, yeah. Okay, so there's 2 accounts that are definitely fake. These other 3 accounts are leftists. And then you have 1 account that may be real. All right, next. Misty Fields now. Now we'll get back to that. Misty Fields. Okay. Yep. Hold on. Misty Fields. Search. Okay. Do I have to do the @ Nope. Okay. So that's not right. Another fake account. Mark Winslow now. Mark Winslow. No matching profile. Did I do something? Did truth crash on me? Is that what happened? Oh, interesting. Why is this coming up? Oh, here we go. Mark Winslow. Okay, I'll try it again. He's a Mark Levin fan, I guess, from 2022. That was the last thing he posted, so this is a botted account. 2 days ago. Okay. Another situation where this dude did not at all message anything since 2025, June of 2025. The last one was July. And then all of a sudden, boom, 2 days ago, lost my support. Somebody's hacking these accounts. That's 2 that I've confirmed now. 2 of them, not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. This is a hacked account. Okay. I'm going to check and see if my account's ever been hacked after all this. So, okay, now we have 2 hacked accounts. Let's do Misty Fields now. Yep, okay, I just needed to refresh. No truths. No joke, huh? January 28th was the last one. I don't understand how these leaders can continue to cause this insurrection and nothing's done about it. Arrest these leaders. And then 2 days ago. Can't confirm if that's necessarily botted or not, but it's suspicious because it's a very long period of time. November 12th. I don't know. But I find it weird that they did happen to go 2 days ago. Everybody seems to come out of retirement 2 days ago. It's very suspicious. The gray area now. I should be able to find that. There he is. No truths either. Okay. 21 hours ago, 21 hours ago. 2 days ago, this is pathetic. This is the one. 2 days ago, 2 days ago. This is a brand new account. So at best, this is a guy who got mad at Trump, decided to create an account to criticize him because it's Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. Oh, and here's one that's not Donald Trump. He finally talked to someone who wasn't Donald Trump. Okay. Interesting. We got Fred W. Jones. We having fun here tonight, guys. Sorry about dragging this on, but I'm just very curious now. This is fun. Okay, he last 2025. Okay. Replies. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. What is wrong with you? Okay. 5 days ago. 6 days ago. Just a Donald Trump reply guy again. Huh. That's all he does. Weird. Everything is off of Trump, 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 Trump. Odd. This may be a real person. It might not be. He's got a lot more character to him than, that's 3 people that might be real. 3 that might be real. Okay? Actually, one of them for sure is real. That one, deportations. Real person. The rest of these are very shady. Actually, 2 of them might be real. The others are fake. For sure. Save America 2022. This one is just screams bot to me. So we'll see. 16 hours ago. 16. Okay, so a little bit consistent, maybe. Amen. America first again. What? I don't know what that means. He's ruined his base. Oh my gosh, you're so childish. And yet we're still members of NATO and funding it. Okay. Nothing but Donald Trump reply people. Oh, here's one that's not Donald Trump. Hey, we might have found another real person. Yeah, Newsmax. Okay. Genuinely might be a real person. How many followers you got? Yeah, I think that could be a real person. All right, I'll give it to him. So 2 confirmed real people, 2 maybe real people, and like 7 absolutely confirmed fakes. Okay, so Shan Stein. Okay. Wait. Did I misspell it? Tine. People figure out this. Why do people have to spell Stein like 7 different ways? Okay, 2 days ago, 6 days ago. March 16th, December 2025. This is a bot. Literally, he's only ever responded to Trump directly 4 times. Another bot. Cool. All right, is that all of them? Yeah. Yeah, these are bots for the most part. So, this person was real. This is a leftist. This is a leftist. Might be real. This is a leftist. This is a bot. This is a bot. And then we go here. Bot. Might be real. Not sure. Probably real. And bot. All right. Well, that's not a good example, Candace. Yikes. Genuinely disappointed on that one. She didn't even try to cover that one up. Ooh, so there is that. She managed to find like 2 real people. 2 of them I'm suspicious about. I don't know. It's 50-50. But all the rest of them are just fake. And leftists. So it's like, what do you expect, you know? YouTube, big lefty operation. Yeah. Yeah. Without a doubt. YouTube's got to be giving her a part. It's possible. I don't know. Does YouTube still care about the politics in general? If they do, then it's a secret. You know what I mean? Because YouTube has really done a different job of backing off for a change. You know, allowed creators like me to come back and flourish. So there is that. But I don't know. It's funny because this is the first time in my life on YouTube I felt like I wasn't being censored. I felt like my videos were actually getting pushed out there. And I haven't done much different. So I can't help but appreciate the time that YouTube has been backing off. But I don't know. If they are, then they're definitely like being a lot more low key about it, which is smart. You know, it'll get people like me off YouTube's trail for sure. You know what I mean? This is what they should have done from the beginning if they wanted to actually, you know, have Democrats rule and get this out there. But, you know, instead they tried being forceful and censored. You know, they had a lot of censorship going on. Now they're kind of backing off on it a little bit. I hope YouTube can go back to the way it was one day. I don't know. I don't think it will. I hope that there's not some sort of cabal behind YouTube secretly, you know, doing all this crazy stuff. All you hear is people complain and feed says differently. Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about YouTube as of late, haven't they? And I'm seeing such a completely different like perspective. I'm like, wow, are YouTube views really down and like are things really getting bad? Because it's been so different for me for the first time in my 7 or 8 years of that I've been doing this since 2016. 10 years. Oh my God, I've been doing this for 10 years. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. The first time in 10 years, guys, that I have not felt like I've been getting censored. It's weird. It's a very weird feeling. Because, like, I'll catch myself just not even thinking about it. And I'm like, oh yeah. YouTube used to hit me hard. And I don't know what I did different. Because you could go all the way back to my oldest videos. And I'm not doing anything different. I got better equipment. I sound better. I'm a lot more fluent. Maybe it's because I speak better too. I used to speak poorly on my videos. I don't know. I remember the Wild Wild West date. Yeah. Oh man, I miss it. I miss it so much. Man, We used to find like old Guns and like not old, but we would find like Guns N' Roses unreleased material, like Better, and they used to call it the Blues instead of what was it called? What did the Blues turn into? It's Street of Dreams. That's it. Hello. Yeah. Boy. Big old boy. Big old boy. What you want? What? 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 Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. What? Oh, you're pulling your blanket out. I know. I'll find your. He left his toy outside. I have to go find it. And zero commercial. Yeah, zero commercials. It was crazy, but that's also when Machinima started taking over YouTube, right? You remember that? And that was not good. That was some bad times. Oh, man. All right, well, we got through this. I thought we would get through more quartering stuff. We went through it a little bit, so maybe... Okay. I can't... Oh, wait, Matt Tardillo just debated Kent on his live stream today. I wish I knew who that was. I know Joe Kent, obviously, but... Matt... Tardillo. Is he late all the time? In a very Spanish way? Speak the truth? Is that it? Let's see. America first. Huh. Let's see. Saturday 11th. Oh. We're gonna... What is this? Why doesn't he just bring his video up? There's a guy reviewing it. Rambling Ryan here. Oh, I love Buckethead. Absolutely love Buckethead. Are you kidding me? I'm a massive Buckethead fan. You think I don't know Better and Street of Dreams, all that pre-release Axl Rose stuff with Catcher in the Rye, all that stuff, and not know who Buckethead is? He only did 4 solos. I mean, he did all the solos on every song, but then 4 of them Bumblefoot ended up taking over, like, on the solos and doing his version and stuff like that. So, unfortunate that they got rid of Buckethead solos on that album, but, you know. I'd like to hear those original Buckethead solos for, like, Shackler's Revenge and stuff like that. Oh, it was on an X space. Oh, gotcha. Are we able to replay those? Joe, Kent, Matt. I'll just type in Matt. Here, okay. Joe Kent just got called out for lying by a fellow Green Beret after he attempted to claim that Iranian terror proxies stopped attacking U.S. forces following the targeted strike of... Oh. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My man, we all know this isn't correct. Iranian proxies shot rockets at me personally every single day for 6 months in 2020. Pictured were rockets that hit my building August 2020. Wow. That's pretty cool. That was April 8th, though. I'll have to find his, Oh, wait. He's here. Can I see his spaces? Subs, replies, or highlight. How do I find his spaces? Tonight. Okay, here we go. Join me and Kent, Nate Vance. Okay. Not. Here we go. This should be it. Okay. Play recording. Okay, I'll kind of pull up, it's a 3-hour debate. Okay.
Straight
How do we, as long as you have the time and if you have time.
Then they'll out of the
For the security and safety.
I see a host in here. When does it show, like, does it ever show them pop back in? Oh, yes, it does. I didn't know it was still loading. Okay, Joe Kent's in there. Okay. Is he up here for the first time?
tag your friends. You got
He's playing that music. Really? That's coming directly through his speakers. He's proud of this. Stop that. None of this pop music. None of this girly pop music there. How's that? I'd probably just lost every one of my subs. Probably so many people here that are into that kind of music. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. You all can have your music. Yeah, Buckethead is a worker. He put out, like, what was it, like 700 albums in like a year or something like that? How many albums? It's not like that. It's like 70. How many albums did Buckethead release in 1 year? It's like 400, right? Oh, it was 118 albums in a single year. Yeah. That's freaking crazy. What an absolute maniac. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. Buckethead needs to, like, stop that. Let us have time to digest your music, man. 118 albums is crazy for any band. He did it in 1 year. This dude's like got how many, okay. How many albums does Buckethead have? Is it like 400 albums? It's over 700 albums now. Dude, slow down. How am I supposed to get through 700 albums? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh, God. Okay, so first of all, everyone in here, I guarantee you, would love Buckethead. My wife, who listens to a lot more tame music, loves Buckethead. You guys would absolutely love it, I promise. Everybody in here would, actually. It's very groovy. Look up the song either... What's a good first song? What's a great first song? I'll have to get off here in a few, so I'll waste a little time on this. What is the stuff I listen to the most? It's like... Oh, Familiar Spirit is fantastic. I would recommend people to that one. Soothsayer is absolutely a classic, but it's a long song. One of my favorites, Nottingham Lace. I don't think it's... Oh, it's on this list right here. Okay, Nottingham Lace. Very, very good. There's this one crazy song I've been trying to find by him, but I have 700 albums to dig through. Thanks, Buckethead. If I find one song I like and I don't save it, it gets lost in a sea of Buckethead. It's freaking crazy. That's why that's why it frustrates me. Oh yeah, Soothsayer, the Guitar Hero song. I forgot that was on Guitar Hero 3. That's crazy. Or was it 2? 3 or 2, whichever one. Very good song. But yeah, Familiar Spirit is what I would recommend you all start off with. That song, everyone will jam to and everyone will love it. You know what I mean? Just letting you know. It is a very good song. It's just guitar stuff. It's just guitar instrumental. I'll see if I can, like, kind of... It's like... Very good stuff. Very, very fun stuff. It's not crazy heavy metal. You know, if you like if you like Joe Satriani or Steve Vai, it's very emotional guitar, like just rock and roll kind of vibes. He has a lot of metal vibes in it. There was one solo thing I was trying to learn from a while ago. Like crazy kind of little arpeggiated, I don't even know if I can remember how to do it. It's been like a year or two since I learned it. I haven't practiced it at all. Where is my XFX? Right. Okay. Something like that. Like this. Yeah, it was something in that vein. I can't remember exactly how it went, but it's a crazy little lick. Little licky. You know, just that crazy kind of... Something along those lines. But yeah, you guys probably get the point, for the most part. All that good, fun, crazy. Yeah, his picking's crazy. He does that, economy picking, that, crazy, like... How does he... Just, it's like this literal, it's a mix between sweep picking and alternative picking. It's like this conglomerate of, like, economy, like... It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts of stuff. It's really hard to do. I normally do legato pickings a lot. I practice that more than anything. Or if I'm really wanting to speed pick, I'll just... Or, you know, just kind of all that good fun stuff. But yeah, you know what I mean. Let's see here. Let's see. Matt Tardio's kid. Wait, what about Matt Tardio's kid? Was that his son that called him out? Well, really? That would be nuts. Have a father-son Green Beret. That'd be nuts, you know? Let's see. Is it? Wait, really? Oh, wow. He's never hit me up for that, so there's that. But I've never talked to Gunther Eagleman either. He's charging $300 for a repost. Wow, that's sad. That makes me sad. Dang. I like that guy too. Should be mad at every YouTuber who reads promos. I don't know. Maybe. That's one way to kind of look at it, I guess-ish, but I don't know. To me, it's like, it's manufactured. You know what I mean? Like, retweets are not ad reads, okay? Let me explain. When you retweet somebody, you're not promoting an item. You are then promoting somebody's idea that's not yours. You know what I mean? A great example, if I go and I decide, hey, I'm going to start sponsoring coffee brand coffee. I'm not sponsoring their messaging and what they believe. I'm selling a product that I believe in. Or at least one would hope that they believe in. If people are selling you products they don't believe in, that's garbage, in my opinion. But, you know, who am I to judge? I guess, at the end of the day. But you see what I'm saying, right? Like, you're charging people to repost their opinions on something, though. That doesn't align with yours, maybe? Or maybe it does, but at that point, why would you charge them then? That's just, it is scummy. I don't know. I have to agree with Matt, or disagree with Matt on that. I understand where he's coming from, where he's like, hey, well, it's like an ad read. No, it's not. What if a Democrat paid him $300 to retweet? Kind of see what where I'm going with that, you know? And maybe it's not like 100% with what he agrees with. Maybe it's just something a little different, which would still upset me. You know what I mean? Is that the same Matt? I think it is. Yeah. This is him. 103,000 followers. This guy? Yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's fine to disagree. It's not like I'm so hardlined on it that I'm like, this is atrocious. But I don't gotta like this. I think it's scummy in my opinion. You know what I mean? But, I don't know. Maybe he's good. Maybe not. I'll have to listen to his interview. Or his, not interview. His debate. You know, and see what happens there. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's silly. That's how the Fire Festival got so big before the inevitable. Oh, man. What a crazy documentary that was. That was so much fun. And everybody like that? Is that what y'all came here for? Getting a little Mario action on here? Yeah. How's that for music? There. That's a little avant-garde ending. Alrighty, appeal it. Wait, what did you have to appeal there, Ed? I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Wait, what is it? Oh, hold on. Did I miss something? Oh, wait, are you hooked up to an ECMO machine right now? Dude, you're hooked up to an ECMO machine and that's not, you don't have disability? They won't give you disability? That's nuts. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I would. You can appeal it, but I'm definitely going to ask my doctors who told me I'm 100%. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you're hooked up to an ECMO machine, you are 100% disabled. Like, you're not getting up from that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going around and, going to a welder's job with an ECMO machine dragged around your ankles. That's crazy. And I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can get that resolved. You watch Vance's speech live. Wait, is there a speech getting ready to start? Oh my gosh! Like, I actually have to get off here. But how long? When? Wow, really? Dang it! Of all nights, why on a Saturday night? When does his speech start? Oh, is he live now? Okay. Islamabad, Pakistan. Dang. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, I won't quite be able to. I do got to get off here now and get the kiddos down to bed. Unfortunately, I've ran out of time. I'm sorry, guys. If this one of these days, I'll be able to quit my job. Wife will be able to quit her job, and then I could just do this full time and stay up all night with you guys. It's exactly what I would do. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to. Like, I don't know. We'll see. So an ECMO machine, if you guys want to know, is pretty much an artificial heart. It's kind of like a life support system. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty big deal. I won't say how I know all that stuff for the most. I mean, obviously my wife's a nurse. I just don't want to say where. You know what I mean? But yeah. And I hear about those ECMO machines often enough, for sure. All this crazy stuff. You'd be amazed as to how many people can still fight on one of those. You know what I mean? Just absolutely slug you right in the face while hooked up to one, you know? Oh, that was last April. Oh, you got the nerve damage. Oh, good. I'm glad you're not on. I thought you meant you went back in. I was like, dude, I hope you're okay. That isn't disabled enough to have literally 20% of a heart. Like, what do they expect you to do? Like, I'm trying to think because it's like, with working with 20% of a heart, even like a job where you sit on your phone all day, I still feel like that would, you know what I mean? If you have deadlines you need to meet, all online work, it's still enough stress that you wouldn't want to get your heart to that level. You know what I mean? Like, even a normal job that you could sit and type online and just be work at home, I still feel like would not be good for somebody with a 20% functioning heart. So that is, man, insurance sucks. Yeah, well, I'll be praying for you, for sure. Like, everybody, for sure. Like, and I'm sorry to hear that, Ed. I'm hoping that you can get it appealed and stuff, because there's just, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you can't even get up to walk, I don't see how they would think you being sitting in front of a computer all day would be good for you. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Maybe you should get, is there a way for you to get an attorney? Is that possible? Like, do you need to get an attorney? Have you already done that stuff? Or is it like, and I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it does get better, Ed. I really do. And thank you for being here. You know what I mean? But alrighty, guys, I actually do have to get off here. I got to make sure these kiddos get on down and, you know, all that good stuff. Thank you all for being here. And I won't be able to stream, obviously, Sunday through Tuesday. I am going to be streaming. I am not going to miss a day next week. I'm going to do everything I can. Man, we've had so many events between the girls and my daughters. They're in gymnastics and whatnot, so they have things going on and whatnot. Then we had Easter on top of that, and now we actually got a family coming down this weekend too. But I'm still gonna buckle down and make sure I don't miss anything because life happens. And last night was an exception. That sucked. That was ridiculous. I cannot stand this town. I should never, ever, ever have to go without power, but whatever, I mean, there's times where you go without it. But just because the wind blows wrong and it's out. I'm so sick of that. We never had this problem with the last town we lived in. You know what I mean? Now we move here and we're like, oh, it's a quaint town. They can't even. It's unbelievable. On sunny days, the power goes out. It's like, what is going on? Oh, man. But, yeah. It is what it is. But, let's see. You are a warmongering shill and you simp for the quartering. LOL. Oh, do I really now? Really? I literally said that I'm not backing the quartering. But I'm surprised that Andy Warski is upset when Andy Warski did the exact same thing that he's accusing the quartering of doing. Now, the quartering has shown proof that he did not do it. But even giving, let's just pretend that he did do it. Okay, well, they're on even ground now. And they have a problem with that? Just think about that, okay? Just want to put that out there. And I'm warmongering? No, not warmongering at all. Not even close. Not even close to warmongering. So, good try. Yeah, I'd say you tried, but you didn't. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you all here in the next one. Later.